Hello and welcome to Still Got Legs, a Doctor Who Rewatch podcast brought to you by Another Happy Studios. This week there's a mummy on a train, an old lady's in pain, and will the Doctor and Clara ever be the same?
Hello everyone, bonjour, salut, bienvenue, welcome to Still Got Legs, the only Doctor Who Rewatch podcast in the world. Look, I'll be honest, there are some others that exist, quite a few of them actually, and I'm very sorry for lying to you all for all this time, but I was just trying to keep you safe, much like the Doctor would keep you safe from a mummy on the Orient Express. That was pretty shit. Anyway, my name is Nathan, and as always, I'm joined... Shut up! I'm talking!
Alright, sorry.
Shut up! My name is Nathan, and as always, I'm joined by my rude companion as we go on this fantastic journey through time and space, Alonso Geronimo, and rewatch all of Doctor Who. Hello, Lawrence.
Am I allowed to talk now?
You are, yes, but okay, you don't act like I was in the wrong there when you just barreled through this intro that you know I do every single week, okay?
For everyone that wants to hear some hypocrisy, stick around till after the end of the theme, at the end of the episode.
That was just a bit of fun.
When you do it, it's just a bit of fun, is it?
It's a silly little joke when I do it, okay?
What do you think of my intro this week? Any thoughts?
Lawrence, I'm glad you brought this up, actually.
Yep.
Do you have anything to confess?
No, nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. Obviously, something's bugging you.
I wrote that intro, everyone. I wrote that intro as a joke whilst on the phone to Lawrence earlier, saying I could probably guess exactly what your intro's going to be. It's going to be some shit like this. And then I said exactly that, and the little cunt fucking wrote it down and did it. So, well done.
Worked though, didn't it? Tick the box. Jobs are good.
This is why, you see, right there, you just summed up exactly why I hate your intros. Because that's how you see it. It's just to tick the box. It's that will do. It's a least amount possible, minimum amount, minimum requirement.
Yeah, I don't think anyone switches...
There's no fun with it. There's no eagerness. There's no wanting to get out there and do something good. It's just, yes, I've reached the minimum amount. I'm safe,
But I feel like people, when they switch this on, they're not like, what will the intro be this week? They're like, get to the fucking episode. In fact, I would hazard a guess that some people probably skip over it.
First of all, I would say no one skips over it.
I feel like they might do, because when you skip forward the ads...
If they skip over 15 seconds, you've got a fucking problem, all right?
With when they skip over the ads, because you don't know how many ads you're going to get hit with at the start of the podcast.
Yeah, but then you go back. You go back to so you've hit the starting point.
Nah, I don't. Not that I've
so you're just missing. So you're just missing. All right. Let me put this in your language.
Yeah.
He's showing up to a movie 5 minutes into it.
Oh no.
Exactly. Don't be a cunt. All right.
Movies are normally offering more than I am with these intros.
Well, that is true. All right. And I'm glad you said that.
Nathan,
do you see
late.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, great.
I have no counterpoint. You're right. You're absolutely right.
And you don't want to do anything about that. You don't want to.
What do you want me to do? Shall I do another one now?
I want you to try, Lawrence. I want you to be passionate about this.
What would I do if I was going to do one of yours? Like, hello and welcome to Still Got Legs.
You don't have to do one of mine. Don't do one of mine.
Shall I just go with whatever hits me right?
Do your own, but make it good. You know. But you're a creative man. I've seen the stuff you've done. It's very good. Channel those creative juices.
Now I just feel like I'm being buttered up.
For what?
To fail. What if I don't get it right, Nathan?
I don't want you to fail. I want you to succeed.
All right, next week.
I want to live, Marge.
Bold proclamation. Next week, the intros are the rhymes are gone. Something else will be there.
Well, yeah, because it's mine next week.
Oh yeah, after the week after that.
Great. Anyway, we're late and it's all Lawrence's fault.
It's not all my fault. I would say 70% is my fault.
It's mostly your fault.
I will take 70%.
I'll take 100.
What, of the blame?
No, of it being your fault.
Oh, okay. Well, look, bottom line is we're here. Sorry, everyone. I hope you did something fun with your Monday. What did you get up to with your Monday, Nathan?
Sat about, worked, Slept. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. We've had a rough week, haven't we?
Watch Doctor Who.
I watched Doctor Who as well. I also watched Better Man, a movie about a monkey.
Get ready to watch it again.
Yep.
Next week. One day that episode will come.
Schrodinger's monkey, Robbie Williams.
Anyway, enough kerfuffle, enough faffing. All right, I've had enough of you, quite frankly. What are we here to do?
We're recording so
Lauren?
much shit today.
What are we here to do? I'm here to tell you that we're discussing season 8, episode 8, maybe, of Doctor Who and Still Got Legs. No, 112. It's episode 112 of Doctor Who and Still Got Legs.
Yeah.
And it's season 8, episode 8. It is written by Jamie Mathiasson. I don't quite know. Mathieson.
Matheson, I would say.
I would say Mathiasson. Okay.
That just sounds so much stupider. Mathiasson.
That's a strong name. Mathiasson. Jamie Mathiasson.
Yeah, but you didn't say it like that. You went Mathiasson?
Yeah, that's because I wasn't sure.
You were sounding
I was not confident, you know. Now I'm confident.
But I feel like that's how everyone would read that out to start with, though. Like, you're reading.
I feel like you should shut the fuck up, all right? And let me finish this part. Okay?
All right, go on.
It's also directed by Paul Wilmshurst. It is, of course, The Mummy on the Orient Express.
It's just a food and clatter.
Right, can you stop stealing my vocal stems, please? Okay, can you stop? That was my thing, okay? I enjoyed that quite a lot, and then I made the mistake of letting you know that I enjoy it, and now you've stolen it and keep repeating it, which I don't like.
I just want to impress you with it.
Well, you're doing the opposite of that. You're making me hate you, okay?
Nathan, what do you think of Mummy on the Orient Express?
Lawrence, I'd love to know what you think of Mummy and the Orient Express. That's a great question.
I'm glad I asked it, to be honest.
No, I asked it.
No.
Yeah.
The proof is there. They can listen.
No, I just asked you it, so therefore it's my question.
I think, and this is not my place to decree as such.
It is not, and frankly, how dare you? Okay.
But a banger of a certain caliber, I would certainly say. An absolute juicy banger, this one. Great dynamics between the characters. Like, all the characters as well, by the way. Like, even the little side ones, I think there's some winners in here, right? I think the villain is interesting. Why are you holding mustard? You can't do that and expect me to go over that.
They're going fishing up.
Just held up a bottle of mustard.
It was just a little joke for you.
The villain, really interesting, and just cool. Like, visually looks cool. The episode's got like a great little hook to it with a kind of little format that they bring up within the first second of the episode. Also, I was on board before, but this is really the episode I went like, oh, this might be the best Doctor and companion pairing. Like,
yeah,
this is so good. They're really interesting characters when you put them together. And like, yeah, we've seen like, oh, what if they made the Doctor a better person? Nah, boring, man. What if they're both awful for each other? What do you think of this,
Lawrence? When we first started this podcast, okay. Not this episode, this podcast, okay?
Yeah.
There were a few episodes in mind that I had that I was like, oh, I cannot fucking wait to get my hands on that one and to discuss and break it down and talk about that episode, to dissect it, to get into the nitty gritty, to discuss everything that happens. Waters of Mars.
Love
Vincent
and Monsters.
And the Doctor. Stop. All right, you're ruining my flow. Okay.
Sorry. Go. Pick it up.
This has all been planned out. All right.
Pick it up.
Stop ruining my flow. A Waters of Mars for your fucking stupid little jokes. All right. A Waters of Mars. A Vincent and the Doctor. A Heaven Sent. A Mummy on the Orient Express.
Yep.
Okay. You're right. It is not for you to decree, but this is indeed a certified banger. If there ever was one. Get me your finest fucking plate of mashed potatoes, for I will be feasting on these bangers, and I will be feasting all night long.
Wait, are we going all night long with this?
We'll go as long as we need to.
Who's the guy that sings that? Oh, is that Lionel Richie?
Maybe.
That goes all night long,
all night.
all night.
I don't have my phone on me. Where's my phone? Here we go.
What, are you pulling
Who
it
sings
up?
All Night Long? Yes, it is indeed Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie sings the song All Night Long, All Night.
Thanks, Siri.
He sings it all night long, all night.
No, it's All Night Long in brackets All Night. That's the name of the song.
That could be very confusing. And here, all night, is Lionel Richie singing all night long, all night.
No, we're not doing that.
Imagine being in that crowd.
What's going on? What is this? What's this bit?
You seen that picture of Lionel Richie where they put him on a biscuit and it's Lionel Rich
Lionel
tea?
Rich T. Yeah, I'm familiar.
Absolute
That's
classic.
an old meme. That's an ancient meme. It's an older meme, but it checks out. So.
It's old but gold, Nathan. So you got to respect and cherish the elders, the ones that came before.
I love the oldie goldies. All right, I'm fucking all over a lolcats.
Can I has
I
cheeseburger?
can has cheeseburger. You know, that's a classic. All right, they really fucking broke the mold with lolcats. You know.
Do you like Chocolate Rain? That song by Tay Zonday?
That's the song where everyone's like, haha, this is a silly little man doing a big voice. And then he's like, it's actually about the deep, it's actually about deep-rooted racism within our community. And everyone's like, oh. I just thought it was a funny, silly song.
My favorite bit about that is that it is all of that, right? And genuinely, like, if you listen to the lyrics, right, no one's arguing for like its musical artistry or whatever, right? But the lyrics are actually like there's some deep lines in there, to be honest,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But my favorite bit about it is when he's recording it. The video is just him into a microphone. And every now and again, he just moves his head away from the mic, and then some absolute fucking default movie maker text pops up and goes, "I move away from the mic to breathe." And
This is the internet in 2006. All
I
right,
know.
it wasn't as polished as it is today. Okay, it was unrefined, and I think there's a beauty in that.
Oh,
all right? I think
100%.
there's something. Everything's too polished and too manufactured these days. I like that roughness, you know, that sense of realism that you get with internet of the past.
Yeah.
You couldn't do a Charlie bit my finger today.
no, you couldn't. It'd be boring. Who cares?
I know, it'd be on a TikTok and it'd be choked with ads.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, Charlie bit my finger and you can bite these deals on the TikTok shop. If you get on down to John's Big Cheese Wagon, we'll sell you cheese in a wagon. And we're on live on TikTok while we do that for some fucking reason.
I would like to know.
Do you want to watch us buy cheese? Well, you can do that.
I would like to know
You can
more.
fucking watch us.
I want to know more about John's Big Cheese Wagon.
Look, that's not the right name, but there is a legitimate business who does that on TikTok, okay? I see them all the time. They just come up. They're always going live while they just selling packed cheese for some reason. And I'm like, who the fuck is watching this shit? Turns out it's me. I don't know why.
Sounds like it's
But
only
I'm
you.
here. Anyway, that is me just having a breakdown about the internet. I hate it. I think the whole thing should be destroyed,
Yeah.
apart from us on this podcast.
Yes, this is the only thing left. This is the relic that remains.
Yes.
I want to see more people embrace the. Remember those cube transitions?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The cube transition. Yeah, that'd be good.
the ones that like fade away. The kind of
Yeah.
like they spin, like loads of little cubes spin.
A star wipe.
Yeah. Oh,
Does it work?
star wipe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Bring back the star wipe, man.
That one where it drops in and like thuds in, you know, the one goes.
Oh, yes. Slowly takes up the whole screen. Yeah.
That was my go-to on a PowerPoint. Let me tell you that one, brother.
I used to. We'll get to Doctor Who in a minute. Hang on.
Yeah, we'll calm down, all right?
Well, I know we're late. You have to live with this as well. I remember when I used to do PowerPoints at school and stuff, and the second I found out that you like what a PNG was and how you could put a character like on a fucking background and like animate them to like slide in, I was like, oh, this is never ever going to be accurate or like interesting or educational. And so it was just what characters can I slide on screen and go, hey, I got this disease in this year or whatever we were learning about.
That's grim.
Yeah, pretty gross.
I don't know if this is true, but I don't think PNGs were a thing when I was at school. Well, maybe there was. I just didn't know about them. But like, I definitely was not rocking with a PNG. All right.
What would you have, a JPEG of the day?
I would have a JPEG, and then I'd have to use the shitty background remover tool in Microsoft Publisher or whatever.
Yeah.
And then just like, and then it's all like squared out and shit, and it's horribly done and everything. But like, that's what I was rocking with.
Jagged lines, looking ugly.
Jagged lines, yeah.
Like that Robin Thicke song. let's do Still Got Legs.
Yeah, on that note, got legs. Fucking hell.
Oh, right. We open up the episode. There's a big spoopy mummy, Nathan.
It's pronounced spooky.
Well, I thought it was spoopy.
Well, you're wrong.
Can't argue with facts, I guess.
Yeah. It's spooky.
The stopwatch is set to 66 seconds. The doctor says, "Start the clock.
Start the clock.
Start the clock, Clara," he says.
I don't like that. Look, we're on a train, okay? We're on a train. It appears to be the kind of 1920s style, very jazz, very Chicago, very, sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Very Art Deco era, Yeah.
You're itching to do the Nick Miller pizza riff, aren't you?
Oh, I wasn't actually.
Oh, really?
No, I wasn't. No. When I was saying Chicago, I was thinking the musical Chicago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What's the Nick Miller pizza?
The pizza where he's like, thin crust pizza? No, thank you. I'm from Chicago.
Oh, yeah. Thin crust pizza? No, thank you. I'm from Chicago.
I'm from Chicago.
I'm from Chicago. Thin crust pizza? No, thank you. I'm from Chicago.
The vibes are good. The vibes that the design of this fucking train is lovely anyway. Like,
yeah, it's
well, that was the train pulling in, was it?
That was the train pulling in, yeah. Yes, it's all very era appropriate. Everyone's in they got their sequenced hats and their flapper dresses and their little dinner tuxedo. A man's wearing a dinner jacket.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, hoity-toity, aren't we having fun at this dinner where we all sit on a train and eat dinner? And then this woman is like, right, what the fuck is going on over there? All right, who's this cunt in fancy dress coming up to me and trying to have a fucking word? I'm trying to eat my dinner, all right, and this cunt's coming up here. And then her daughter or granddaughter or whatever is like, Mummy, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
All right. You're a fucking idiot.
You senile old fucking bat. Shut your mouth.
Yeah. Shut your fucking mouth. All right.
Shut your trap.
There's no one there. And then she's like, well, you're an idiot. And I'll get this guy over here. You over here. Get rid of him. And he's like, why don't you shut up?
I love the air of snobbery around this one. She's like, that cunt looks poor. He's wearing rags. Excuse me. Get this scumbag out of my sight.
Well, she doesn't seem like a very nice woman. Case in point, the second she is hit with some kind of, confrontation or not getting her way from the train manager or whatever, like whoever fuck it is, the maitre d' or whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll have your job. Like, all right, just typical fucking boomer mentality. Just put someone out of a fucking career, out of their livelihood, because you didn't get your own fucking way, Jesus Christ.
I'm glad she fucking died.
Yeah, me too. Fuck her.
Good on her.
No, good on her. Look, anyway, yeah, she dies. She no one can see this mummy who's coming towards her, basically. That's a bit of fun.
It is a bit of fun. It's inherent setup, isn't it? I do love it whenever, someone is freaking out about shit.
Yeah.
Like, this is a trope that happens in a bunch of stuff, right? But someone's freaking out and they're like, what are you talking about? Are you going crazy? You're
an
nuts.
idiot.
Yeah.
You're a fucking idiot, actually. Oh, no, he's dead.
Yeah, oh shit, what happened?
Maybe we were the idiots.
I love we don't get to see what happens because it cuts to the sting right after this, right? But I love the idea of everyone being like, you fucking lunatic. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, a mummy? You moron. You fucking idiot. She dies and everyone goes, oh, back to it, I guess.
It's a bit weird, isn't
Another
it?
day on the Orient Express.
Anyway, let's get the body out of here and let's carry on with dinner.
Yeah.
I believe soup is next.
Anyway, we're a sting. It's a quick run of stings lately.
It is. I like it a lot. You see that new logo?
Was there a new logo?
That pink logo that's floating around.
I didn't see a pink logo.
I didn't mean in this episode. I mean in Doctor Who in general.
No.
You not seen it?
Gotta
It's
look
all
this up.
over the place. Yeah.
Doctor Who logo.
Yeah, it's like the same design, like our logo design, but it's like pink and see-through and stuff. And it looks really good. It's got me thinking, maybe we've got to message Chris. Get a fucking touch-up done.
Your ass twitches for redesigns every 6 months.
I know, but I like it. It looks good. You got to keep it fresh.
I can't find it, and I realised we did about 20 minutes of riffing on dumb shit, so I'm not going to spend ages looking for it now.
Have you not seen it? It's fucking hell, man. You are bad at looking up shit. Just go to the Doctor Who's Instagram or something, man.
What is it? Like it's been officially announced?
Yeah, it's been officially. They released a trailer and everything. You cunt.
Oh, I didn't know. Whoa. Oh, yeah, it looks nice.
You see it?
Yeah, that looks quite pretty.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, now my ass is twitching for a redesign.
See, it looks good, doesn't it?
It does look good.
Yeah.
Huh. All right.
Anyway, maybe we'll message Chris. Stay tuned. The entire look of the show might have changed by next week. We'll see. It won't.
But you did all that art, Nathan.
I know. Anyway, all right. What are we doing? What's going on?
I just wanted to quickly bring up the clock, the little stopwatch. Pretty cool.
Is it?
Is it not a stopwatch? Was it?
Yeah, it's a stopwatch.
Yeah, it comes up on the screen. Looks cool.
Okay.
Do you know? Like, it's a cool. They don't normally do stuff like this. It's a cool little format thing.
Yeah, I get it.
No, because right, you just look. The editors make this work, right? It's a cool fucking thing. Like, because as soon as it's there, right, everything has been strategically worked out. Every line of dialogue, like, trimmed to perfection to fit inside the 66 seconds. That's quite cool.
Yeah.
Oh, not having this, right? I'm not.
No, that's cool. That's good, man.
It is fucking good.
Yeah, it's good, man. Anyway,
Fuck you.
I wasn't, massively excited by the appearance of a stopwatch on the screen, if I'm being honest with you.
And like, it's because I've edited videos where I've had to put in a countdown stuff.
We've all edited videos.
No, and then it becomes a challenge.
I'm something of a video editor myself these days.
Yeah, you're welcome, by the way.
It's true. Anyway,
right, the TARDIS lands. Two folks come out in fancy get-ups. Nathan, what are they wearing?
Lawrence, we'll get to suit talk in a minute.
Okay,
trust me, we'll get to our first hour of suit talk. Okay,
sure, yeah.
In just a second. Okay, but first of all, yes, the TARDIS lands, and out steps the Doctor and Clara. Okay, so straight away, where we leave off last week and where we pick up here, clearly a bit of time has passed. And they're on an adventure together again, so something's happened. What are your thoughts to seeing this?
Well,
and also, had you seen this?
No.
Ooh,
yeah.
Interesting.
So I was immediately caught off by a little bit like Doctor Who there is always somewhat of a reset, like a Monster of the Week format is always a little bit of a let's start in a different situation and see where we go.
You can't reset after last week.
You can't.
You cannot just pretend that never happened and then be like, everything's fine.
Yes. So the episode, it caught me off guard, definitely, because they come swanning out the TARDIS, but then it's almost immediately that you do you get the sense of like, oh, yeah, it's not what it was. It doesn't feel right at all. But yeah, there was a part of me that they came out the TARDIS together, and I went, what the fuck? We all watched last week, didn't we? So.
They even went to the painstaking attempts that Clara was in none of the trailers. Like, none of the...
Really?
The trailers, the next time teaser, the poster, even Clara's not in. She is in none of the marketing material for this episode whatsoever.
That's quite fun. I do like the commitment to that, and I like the fact that it does try and disarm you. It does try and make you go, like, Clara's here. And you go, what the fuck? Like, it is a kind of a confronting thing. But yeah, I'm glad they ripped the Band-Aid off fairly quickly with it.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, suit talk.
Oh.
Yeah, sure, Doctor looks great. All right, nice little suit. Anyway, okay.
No, he cuts a fine form in his tuxedo.
He cuts a fine form. He's got a nice little tuxedo, whatever, his nice little tie. Okay,
yeah,
great,
sure.
Whatever. Anyway, okay, Clara. Okay.
How am I the seedy one? How do you say I am the seedy one?
In what way am I being seedy?
No, but you're rushing. You're rushing to get to Clara. You're like a pervert. You can't wait.
I'm not rushing like a pervert. I'm rushing like an excited man.
I'm not rushing like a pervert. I am a pervert.
That's you. You're the pervert here. All right. Anyway, I'm one of Clara's best looks.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
Got hair and a little bob sort of thing going on. Little 1920s bob.
Girls do this, don't they? Girls can do this.
Yeah, they just like reinvent their hair. I'm like, how did you do that? What witchcraft did you pull off here? Is it a wig? What's going on?
I don't know. My brother's fiance does this all the time. Right. Every time I see her, I'm like, you got a fucking different haircut. And like, not just a haircut, different colour. And I'm like, you almost want to go like, what is that a wig? What is it? But then you never know. You never get to find out.
You'll never find out.
It's a secret.
Yeah. What sorcery is this?
How do you do it, girls? Tell us.
Does your wife never change up her hair?
No, you know her. You know she doesn't.
I know. She's never rocking a mohawk one day.
No. Mate, if in this house there was a secret to rejuvenate hair, I would have found it by now.
That is true.
I can promise you that.
Bro would have been all over that like the Holy Grail. Right? Like that scene from Indiana Jones. Drink out the cup.
I'm replacing that thing with the counterweight, but instead it's just a hair tonic or something. Right, so yeah, one of Clara's definite best looks. Right,
I think she looks amazing.
Yeah,
like, there's just like, yeah, it's just very nice.
But also just like the 1920s of it all, like how era appropriate it looks. It's great. Yeah.
Yes. Well, you say 1920s, Lawrence, but that's actually a little bit of a trick. Lawrence,
okay. Yes.
Because this, while the train is called the Orient Express, okay, as many trains were, there was only one to take that name and also be in space or something.
Yeah.
And this is the Orient Express in space.
In space.
I really fucked that up.
Yeah, you did. You really trailed off towards the end. I tried to cut in once to save you, and I thought it's too far gone now. I've got to let him suffer here.
Yeah. What's the point of a train in space?
Just this fucking cunty
It's
spaceship,
just
isn't
like,
it?
yeah, it's just aesthetic vibes, isn't it? But like, why does it need the wheels and like?
Just the vibes, I think.
It is, yeah. It is just the aesthetic, isn't it?
Yeah.
You gotta stick to the classic vibes.
Do the Star Wars buses have wheels?
There's no buses in Star
There's loads
Wars.
of buses. Anakin and Padme get on one in Attack of the Clones, and Din Djarin gets in one as well.
No, that's a train. They're trains. And first, it's not a bus; it's a ship.
It's a bus, though, isn't it? In the same way, this is a ship, but you call it a train.
It doesn't ride along the street and have wheels.
Right, but nor does this, and you call this a train.
But it clearly is a train, though. It looks like a train. It's designed to look like a train.
To be honest, I don't remember what point I'm arguing, so sure.
Oh god.
I do like how excited the Doctor is for he's like this. He's fanboying about it. He's
When
like,
does Din Djarin get on a bus?
He gets on a bus after his ship blows up and he has to go home or something. I don't know, Matt. I've seen each season of The Mandalorian. I've seen the season 1 twice and season 2 and 3 once. So I could not tell you.
His ship blows up in season 2.
What's the one where he goes and sees the Lizzo? Which sounds like a Star Wars alien, just Lizzo.
Lizzo and Jack Black. But he doesn't take a bus. He rides there with Bo-Katan.
In her bus.
In her ship, I believe. Or in a ship, at least.
All aboard.
All aboard Bo-Katan's bus.
I couldn't make it work. I tried.
Because Bo-Katan she has Grogu on her lap while she's flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the bus.
And then Lizzo's like, I want that baby.
Give me the fucking baby.
Give me that baby.
Lizzo's a bad egg now, apparently, isn't she?
Well, I can't keep up, man. Everyone's cancelled these days.
She plays the oboe, though. She plays a mean oboe.
Woke culture gone mad, you know?
Too many PC oboe players out there.
No, good on her. Or good or not good on her.
Yeah, no, definitely probably not good on her.
Against. I'm whatever the right one is, all right? Yeah. I'm pro or anti whatever the right one is. So
Jack Black's a bit cheeky as well, isn't he? He's been up to some shady business.
He's not really been up to shady business. He just he kind of did a pussy thing.
He threw his boy under the bus for the money, didn't he?
Yeah. Like fucking when Trump got assassinated, Kyle was like, yeah, fuck Trump. I wish the shooter didn't miss or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Jack Black was like, whoa, that's not okay, brother. You know what he's like or some shit. And he's
yeah.
I would have said that. You know?
It's kind of hard to have that rock and roll persona when your message is fucking pro-establishment.
Sit on the fence. Yeah.
Oh, silly buggers. Oh, he threw him under a bus.
No, don't bring it back, okay?
All right. No, but I like the
This
doctor's...
is why this podcast is like 2.5 hours long every episode, okay? And by the way, we forgot this last week, but here's a fucking ad.
Oh, yeah. All right, we're back.
Anyway, we're back from the ads.
We're back from the ads.
Now we can pay for our bus tickets.
Thank God. Where are we going?
To the space train. Oh, fucked it. Fucked it.
We're both in silly moods, so we're half committing to riffs this week. That's what you're going to get.
Anyway, Lawrence, I don't know if you know this, but
Okay.
on this train on the space, which is the Orient Express or something,
Yeah, the Orient Express.
there's a shut the fuck up. There's a sort of lounge jazz singer who I believe is someone. She is some kind of singer or something.
Yeah.
Like she is. I don't know who she is, but
It's
she's
Lizzo.
someone, apparently. It's not Lizzo. It's clearly
got her
not,
oboe out.
It's clearly not Lizzo. Okay, she looks very different to Lizzo. Okay, but anyway, she's singing Queen's "Don't Stop Me Now."
Yeah.
but a jazz version of it.
I love a smooth jazz cover. I don't mind it.
Yeah,
Do you
I
ever
do
put on a
too.
bit of smooth jazz?
No, not really.
I do it if I'm doing the washing up. It's my go-to.
Right. Any fucking time. All right, here's a little game you can play. Here's something to put on your fucking Still Got Legs bingo card. All right. Anytime Lawrence mentions listening to music, you can fucking guarantee it will be followed up with the phrase "while I'm doing the washing up." Okay, because that is the fucking only time that this cunt seemingly listens to music. Without fucking fail, every fucking time he will mention this.
It's fair. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
No, I listen to a bit of music in the office sometimes if I'm working and I can listen to music with what I'm editing. But
All right.
yeah, it's mostly what I'm doing washing up.
Yeah.
Bit of smooth jazz. Like a smooth jazz. I like a classy Christmas jazz playlist at Christmas time too.
All right, Ryan Gosling in the movie La La Land, directed by Damien Chazelle, 2018, maybe.
17 or 16, I think it is.
Great.
Whiplash. He fucking loves jazz, that cunt, doesn't he? Whiplash.
Yeah, he does.
La La
Whiplash,
Land.
The one where Brad Pitt goes to space or whatever.
No, Ryan Gosling goes to space.
Was it Ryan Gosling?
Yeah, and he's like one.
What was all where Brad Pitt went to space?
I don't think Brad Pitt. Oh, the Martian or Mars Man or something.
No, that's Matt Damon.
Oh, that is Matt Damon.
Yeah, what was all where Brad Pitt went to space?
7.
I'm sure that was Damien Chazelle.
No. I know you're thinking of First Man, Damien Chazelle. It's 100% Ryan Gosling.
What's the one where Brad Pitt went to space and he was like, "I'm in space, and so is my dad." Maybe.
Matt Damon went to space and so's his dad.
I never said Matt Damon. You said Matt Damon.
Oh,
Okay,
Brad Pitt
Brad Pitt.
and his dad are in space.
Maybe.
Dunno.
Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Here it is.
Ryan Gosling steps out and he says, "One small scat for mankind."
Brad Pitt space movie.
Here are matches for space.
Ad Astra.
Ad Astra.
Yes.
There we
2019 American science fiction film produced and co-written by someone. It's gone. We'll never know.
What about Gravity, starring Sandra Bullock?
No, that's starring Sandra Bullock.
Okay.
Oh, is it? No, it's George Clooney. I was going to say it is Brad Pitt. It's not. It's George Clooney. Yeah.
Wait, so that whole thing was not about Brad Pitt?
No, it is about Brad Pitt. Yeah, Brad Pitt is in that movie.
So where's
Ad
George
Astra.
Clooney?
George Clooney's in Gravity.
Oh, okay. And Batman and Robin
Yeah,
with his nipples.
and the Flash.
And the Flash. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's like, "Hey guys, it's
and
me."
Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11. He's in Ocean's 11. He's in ER or Grey's Anatomy or one of the medicals.
Grey's Anatomy. He's in.
That's it.
Yeah.
Every now and again, right, I see my wife on TikTok, right, and I'm over her shoulder and I'm having a little look. Right.
Is she looking at John's big cheese wagon? Where
Yeah,
she can
well,
buy several different kinds of cheese while they're live on a TikTok.
In and amongst the slew of John's big cheese wagon ads,
Yes.
every now and again I see her watching like some absolute fucking like CW looking
Oh, my
medical
favorite
drama.
thing on TikTok is just getting like 60-second clips
Yeah.
of a show from like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And then it's just narrated over with this horrible AI voice. And it's like, the woman is trying to do. The woman is not sure why she is in this predicament.
This man cut his dick off.
Yeah.
His dick needs to be stitched back on, but he is in fact a Nazi, and no one wants to do it.
And it's like there's these really weird cuts to try and keep it within like the 60-second frame and everything, and it's all quite a deeply unpleasant way to watch a TV show.
But we do it nonetheless.
But we do it nonetheless.
We do the Lord's work.
Yeah.
There's always the plots are always so fucking bizarre. It's like this person's like they're always like.
Oh, well, one of my favorite things is like there'll be like a clip from like fucking ER or something, or like Grey's Anatomy, and they'll be like two doctors. It'd be like George Clooney and some other doctor talking to each other, and like, well, we got to do this for the patient. And while that's going on, there's this slow building of music in the background, like,
Yes.
and then it like transitions into this like fucking thirst trap edit.
Oh yeah,
after, like it gets to a big scene, and then the beat drops, and then it's just like pictures of George Clooney.
But it's going to be an edit of George Clooney, and he's like slapping on his glove or something.
Yeah.
It's like, and he's like dum 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 dum.
Old time to the beat as they come in and stuff. Anyway, good on them.
I see. Have you seen the one clip? I've never seen Young Sheldon, but everyone has seen the clip at least once on Instagram Reels or TikTok, where like
Young Sheldon's dad.
Yeah, and he's like, I knocked out this cunt on the door or something.
Yes, I see that one all the time. That's another one that's got the first trap edit treatment all the time.
And it's always really offensive and rude as well. It's like how to have aura and be a fat man or something. It's like, oh, that's all I got to do. I got to knock out people at my doorstep.
Yeah. Do you know the guy who played Sheldon's dad in Young Sheldon? He played Sheldon's bully in The Big Bang Theory.
Really?
Yeah.
Same character?
No, obviously not.
Fuck you, son.
Bit of fun for you there, bit of fun trivia.
That is a bit of fun trivia for two shows I've never
bring
seen.
that one out to impress your friends at parties. That'll get them talking.
All my Young Sheldon mates.
All your Young Sheldon heads. Listen up. Oh, one of my favourite jokes currently is calling Young Sheldon Little Sheldon. I don't know why. It's like
So intentionally wrong.
No, it's not, but it's just, I don't know, it makes it funnier somehow. Little Sheldon.
This is more about riffs than Doctor Who at this point. We haven't actually gotten it. We're 40 minutes in.
Oh my God, did you hear my belly rumble then? Jesus, cut that out.
I've never.
No, please.
Here it is louder.
No!
Do you hear that fart I put in a couple of weeks ago for you?
Yes, I did. Okay. That was horrendous as well. That was one of the worst things you've ever done.
I lined it up so well.
I'm really glad there was that bit afterwards where we like talk about it and we say like, please don't put in like a big fart sound effect.
It's so almost got cut. All right, let's get into some Doctor Who, I reckon.
Yeah, we probably should. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're in space.
I'm on the first page of notes.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, the sexier version of Don't Stop Me Now is playing. It's a jazz cover. Sounds very, very cool. The Doctor's like, oh, this is a perfect recreation, and then some cunt with a bionic eye walks past him or something. And he's like, well, most of the time.
Yeah. I wouldn't call it a bionic eye.
Just a fancy... I like the phrase bionic eye. That guy in James Bond had a bionic eye in the last one.
Lawrence, we don't have
Yeah,
to.
I know.
we literally just talked about this, man. Anyway, the Doctor's like, you're doing it again. You're doing that smile. And Clara's like, yeah, I'm smiling. He's like, no, but it's a sad smile. You're smiling, but you're sad. It's confusing. It's like you're malfunctioning, you know?
Yeah. I do like that there's this energy to it that he's like, you can tell he's kind of a bit miffed that this hasn't already just been nipped in the bud. Like, the fact that this has gone on longer than a day, this argument, he's like, oh, like, come on.
Well, this is where we kind of get to see what exactly is going on, what the situation is, because the Doctor says, I thought this would be a good one to, and then Clara kind of finishes off with to end it. Yeah, it's a good choice. So this is the last hurrah, the final adventure, a bit of a leaving trip, as it were.
Which made me write the word no in caps on my notes.
No!
Well, I know that Clara doesn't end it. She meets her end through other means, right, that I know about. Something about a bird.
You don't know that.
I know about a bird.
There's nothing about a bird. All right.
Look out for that bird, Clara.
Shut up.
Oh no. She's on the beach and she's got chips and there's a seagull coming for her.
I refuse to get involved with this bit.
Sorry. All right. No, it did make me go, no, right? Because fucking good one to end it. That's like, yeah, I wanted consequences from last week, but like, not that severe.
Not these consequences.
Yeah, not these ones.
Not actual ones.
Yeah, I wanted fake ones resolved in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I do like that the Doctor is looking out the window and he has that moment that all dads have where he's like, oh, you used to be planets, nothing, all just planets here. They're all gone now, of course. Times change and all of this, right? And it reminded me of my dad when we went down our hometown high street a couple months back. And he was good old Keith was having a big moan and a whinge about how the fact that there used to be decent pubs, but now there's just banks, cafes, and estate agents everywhere.
Well, hey, he's right.
He is right, yeah.
Fucking gentrification, the enemy of the people.
Yeah.
Right? The enemy of the working man. Right?
Enemy of the working man.
Me and Keith.
You and Keith arm in arm, decreeing the return of good pubs.
Yeah.
And not chain pubs. I want good old-fashioned pubs.
None of this chain pub bullshit,
yeah.
all right?
Ooh, have a Fizz Friday. Fuck yourself.
Yeah, don't give me a Green King or a Sizzlers, okay? I want none of this.
Yeah.
I want a good independent pub run by a man whose political beliefs I never want to know, okay? All right?
Stay out of politics, you silly cunt. You got keep your stupid fucking carpets and pour cheap beers. That's all you're good for.
Do you know there's going to be a reform rally in my hometown this coming week with Nigel Farage himself?
Oh, you've got the opportunity to do the best thing ever.
I'm not going to that.
No, but you could egg him.
Well, yeah, I could, but I'm not going to that.
Does it go past your house?
I doubt it, no, because I live in a cul-de-sac.
Okay.
But also,
they're dumb enough. They go down there and get stuck.
I saw a post about it on Facebook, and just the most aggressive bunch of just fucking people named Karen and Terry you've ever seen. Being
so many Terrys, yeah.
Got my tickets with 6 Union Jack flags.
Yeah.
Can't wait much. Bring about real change.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be the Prime Minister, mate. You keep fucking telling yourself that.
I hope you'll fucking die.
Oh my God. Terrible.
Anyway. That's not related to anything.
Technically, we can try and find some link between Reform, that Lawrence Fox cunt, and Billy Piper. So this is technically Doctor Who related somehow.
No, let's move on. I reckon.
Yeah. It's a link that probably no one wants to think about, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Clara's saying the Doctor's going on about his planets. He's been nostalgic and wistful and everything like that. And Clara's like, I really thought I hated you. I really did. And the Doctor keeps just trying to talk about his planets. He's not quite comfortable with it, which is I like this little dynamic they have where he just wants to talk about the things that he likes, and she's trying to no, let's be serious for a minute. Let's talk about this. She's not letting him get away with it, which is quite fun. And then she hits us with a pearl of wisdom, which I think is just brilliant. It's one of those great Doctor Who quotes that come up every now and then. Where she mentioned she was at a concert and one of the singers, she can't remember who it was, but one of the singer said, well, she says, do you know what the singer said? And the Doctor goes to her, it would be astonishing if I did. Which is great. Yeah. That's the kind of thing I would say to you when you ask me a dumb question like that. But she hits us with this pearl of wisdom that hatred is too strong an emotion to waste on someone that you don't like. How true is that though?
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Because hatred takes effort. Okay.
Yeah.
Hatred takes thought time and devotion and fucking space in your mind, and you're right, why waste all that on someone you couldn't give a fuck about?
Yeah, because obviously you do. It's like a fucking, it's a double negative, isn't it? You can't I don't care about this person, I just fucking despise them. It's like, well, you obviously care about them then, you fucking idiot. Yeah, I do hate people that I don't know personally.
I hate you.
No, wow. All right, well, that's the end of the show.
No, I don't. I love you.
I love you too.
Oh.
But yeah, no, it is a good little pearl of wisdom. It is a good. The Doctor Who's good at that. Just every now and again inserting a good bit of fucking life takeaway knowledge there for you.
Maybe we'll get another one a little bit later.
Great visible. There's a couple of moments in this conversation that I just want to talk about quickly. Firstly, the fun line that Clara goes, "I really thought I hated you," you know, and the Doctor just sarcastically goes, "Oh, thank God you kept that to yourself."
he says, "Good, fine. I'm glad we cleared that up." Now, anyway.
That's the kind of thing that like if my wife would say like something like that, and I'd be like, "Yeah, you haven't fucking mentioned it," and then as soon as it leaves my mouth, I go, "Why the fuck did I say that? Why would I have done that?"
You're an idiot.
Yeah,
you're an idiot. I like it when the Doctor goes, "Can I talk about the planets now?" After they've kind of wrapped up. That's cute.
It is cute. Did you think that when Clara says, "I can't do this anymore," not the way you do it? Little
Yes, I did. Yes, I know what you're gonna ask, and yes, yeah. I think what I'm doing here is I'm just proving I'm smart by taking your point and then just making it for myself.
Yeah. Okay? No, but that's fine as long as you know.
No, go on.
Well, no, just I mean, I don't think it's a fucking smart point. It's pretty clear what it's about.
I think it's quite obvious, really.
Yeah.
The way she says "you" is quite what we're getting at. Please.
It's very pointed to the 12th Doctor specifically, because she never really had an issue with the way the 11th Doctor conducted himself on these adventures.
Yes,
and
she says,
please.
No, please.
Or just the way that like she says, "I can't do this anymore," not the way you do it. It's very pointed. Yeah,
it does feel a bit like, yes, look, you're still the Doctor. I love it. I respect it, but this isn't for me anymore. You know?
Elephant in the room. You are different. You are a different
bloke. Yeah.
Good on him.
Yeah, good on him.
To be honest, look, this episode proves it. Sometimes there's cause to be pragmatic.
We'll get to it.
We will get to it. So the younger woman whose nan died earlier butts into the conversation.
Oh yeah, remember her from like 50 minutes ago?
And she's like, "You weren't at that planet, you fucking liar." And
yeah, she's like, "You're a fucking liar."
Yeah, what's your fucking problem?
What's your damage, woman?
Oh, you take after your mum and all, pipe down.
First of all, we're in space. Surely you know aliens exist, and some of them can be older than they look.
Yeah.
Maybe. Anyway, calm down.
Yeah. I do quite like how quick the security guard is. Like, obviously they're on strings waiting for her to act up as soon as she walks into the room. But I do like how quickly he's like, go lie down, you silly cunt. Like, enough of this. Stop hassling people.
All right. I think you call her a silly cunt, but all right.
There's a bit of flair for me.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
But then the Doctor's like, what's all that about? And he's like, "You really don't know?" Like, this is the talk of the Orient Express, you can tell.
Yeah. Would you go on the Orient Express?
What, the real one? Not the space one?
Yeah.
Tickets are like $1 billion, aren't they? Like, they're absurd.
They're very expensive. I saw a YouTube video about some guy going on it. Like, this guy was the biggest dickhead. I wanted to punch him. But, like, the ticket was like 28 grand.
Fucking hell.
And I think it was like for 2 days travel or something on it.
The thing about a train that gets me, right, and like, I know the Orient Express is the Orient Express. It's not just a fucking. It's not just a train.
It's not just the fucking Elna, you know. It's not the Avanti West Coast from fucking Manchester to fucking London, you know.
No, but my thing about it is like you go to the Orient
Southeastern from fucking Bromley to fucking Paddington or whatever.
Well,
London Bridge, sorry.
You sit in the first class next to the toilet, and when the inspector walks up to you, you get in the toilet, and if he goes, "I need your ticket," you go, "Well, I need a shit," and then see you later, mate. See you never, you fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Your job's worth. Get out of my face.
I don't think you can do that on the Orient Express.
No, probably not. Sneak in with the train conductor. But the thing that gets me about like fancy trains and that kind of stuff, right, is the thing to do there is to be fancy, to dress up in your tux and go and have a fancy dinner, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing to me, right? And I've got this logic with concerts and music and stuff as well, right? Like, going to the Orient Express to have a fancy dinner is like going to a restaurant and having someone sit under your table and shake the legs the entire time. Why do I want a shit experience at a restaurant that moves constantly?
Vibes.
Oh, yeah, but I'm going to be spilling my drink all over the gaff. Right?
Yeah.
Can't be having that. Not in my tuxedo. I rented it. All my money got spent on a ticket to the Orient
I don't
Express.
think they rock around. I don't think they rock around that much. They're not constantly shaking.
Well, it's a train, though, isn't it? It's got to shake a bit.
It doesn't have to. It's not fucking like a rickety fucking. You're not constantly jumping up and down, right? Like, it's fine.
No, but like, you ever tried to on a train, like a Southeastern Railway, right? Have you ever?
Yeah, but it's not Southeastern Railway.
You ever tried to balance like a Tesco sandwich on your knee while you're having
not
half of it?
balancing their fucking gin and tonic or whatever on their knee, all right? And they're not being served a Tesco fucking sandwich either, all right?
I'd be up my street. I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. What about you? Would you go on an Orient Express or a similar train?
If it was paid for, then yeah.
If it's paid for, yeah, obviously I'm not going to pass that up.
Yeah.
If someone for some reason wanted me specifically on the Orient Express.
Well, that'd be shifty. I'd be like, why?
Yeah.
Bro, want me to solve a murder?
Yeah, there's no mummies, surely. Hopefully not.
I'm not Kenneth Branagh, all right?
And his big silly moustache.
And his big moustache.
I'm is he French? He's French, isn't he? Poirot. Of course he's fucking French.
Poirot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't do
Poirot.
it. Poirot.
And one more thing.
It's Watto now.
Never seen Poirot in my life.
You just went to Watto straight away.
I didn't go to Watto.
You did. You went, one more thing.
No, that was French.
Oh, I see.
Watto's a racist Jewish stereotype, okay? I wasn't doing that, right?
If you were in France, how long would it take you to get one of those bikes with a basket in?
And a little baguette.
Yeah, a little baguette to put in it. And maybe a little dog with a red kerchief.
A red beret.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. Upwards of 5 seconds.
Yeah, just steal one.
Yeah.
Someone rode past me on one immediately because I'm in France and I'd take
And
it all.
a striped shirt and a necklace of garlic or some shit. You know?
Yes, yeah. Boot
Just
cut
like
jeans.
Bon Voyage,
Yeah.
you know?
Bon Voyage.
Monsieur Incroyable.
Monsieur Incroyable. Du, 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 du.
Right. No one knows the music cues, okay?
Nice.
You can't do a reference on fucking music cues, all right?
We're too far in. Let's go. Let's keep it moving.
Fucking hell.
For tangent lovers, this is one to remember, I guess.
I know. Anyway, blah 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 blah. What's going on?
So the old woman died, right? That was obviously what they
Yes.
got told by the security bloke.
Yes.
Clara's suspicious it might actually be a thing, and the doctor's like, no, she's fucking 1 billion years old. She's probably just hallucinating because she's dying.
Old ladies die all the time. It's practically their job description.
Great
these
line.
days. Yeah.
Absolutely great line. Clara is acting like she wants it to be a big adventure, though, and the doctor definitely takes notice of this. I like. There's so much of this episode that's like, it could maybe. But I'm not going to say I want it to be an adventure, but maybe it could be an adventure. Who knows?
Yeah, he says like it seems like you're wanting this to be something more than a sign. It's like no, I'm not. You know, she's quite defensive of that. And then there's a really interesting moment which I enjoy. And then Clara goes like, you know, to one last. The doctor says to our last hurrah, and Clara's like, yeah. Well, like last, but I'm not gonna, you know, it's not like I'll never see you again, is it? There's a very telling moment here, which like, it seems like Clara hasn't entirely thought this through, and just like the panic and realization is finally setting in here.
Yeah.
Because there's just a great moment where just her entire vibe just switches up immediately once he says that. And you can really see like the kind of panic and fear in her eye. What I love especially is like when she's saying to him like, oh, you know, but yeah, you'll still come over dinner, won't you? Do you do dinner? And he just like very calm. Peter Capaldi plays this so well, just the calm nature he has when he goes, of course, why wouldn't I do that?
Yeah.
And she says, I don't know, I thought you might find it boring. And he says, is it boring? And so quickly she says no. Like, doesn't even give him time to think about anything else. Just so quickly, she's straight in there with the no. And it's just, I don't know, it's really interesting to me.
It's one of them relationships to watch unfold on the screen that is just intoxicating. Like, you really are watching two people give it their all, right? And they both have such a clear, like, performer-wise, Jenna Coleman and Peter Capaldi, they have such a clear idea of the relationship they're trying to portray in this. And it's not a simple, like, dynamic to pull off. Like, which is crazy to me that we're 8 episodes into the season and they've managed to do such a good job of like, this feels personal and deep and very rich. Like, it's great that they've been able to really pull that off with such limited time together, really.
Yeah. And they really have. They've done a fucking amazing job at it. So they have the little to our last hurrah moment again. They clink their glasses and then they're in their little cabins.
Yes.
Clara is on the phone to Danny.
Yep.
Dickhead.
I was waiting. I was like, I'm not going to start until you start. So.
And she's in her pajamas now. She's changed.
Yeah.
Momentarily, I will say.
Yes, momentarily.
But she has changed into her little pajamas. And Danny's just been a prick, giving advice that isn't warranted.
Right? No. Right. Look. I'm gonna you're gonna get flamed again, right?
I don't give a fuck, flaming. I don't give a fuck, man.
Right? No, but for the sake of playing devil's advocate to your hatred of Danny, right? Like, I think, right? His I don't know exactly what his words are, but like, you don't need to dump him. You're still mates. Just enjoy it. Sounds cool. He's being chill and normal.
He's saying you can't dump him because he's not your boyfriend. All right, and I'm like, well, first of all, Danny.
That's
You're
correct.
On thin ice, all right? And second of all, shut up, you little bitch.
All right, but is he wrong? Is he Clara's boyfriend?
No.
Well, okay, that's not true.
No, Danny isn't.
Yeah, okay. All right, so look, I like Danny. I think Danny's fine so far, if I'm honest. If not a little bit controlling here and there, but he mostly comes across fine.
You love him. He's your favorite character in everything he ever does.
No. No.
You love fingers. But while this is going on, the Doctor is just having a fucking word with himself.
Yeah.
Yes. In his own cabin. He's kind of like talking to himself about this mummy and the victim and everything like that. And there's one moment where like he's clearly doing a Tom Baker impersonation. You know, He's talking to himself in the Fourth Doctor's voice, and it's so good, man. It puts us to shame.
It does.
Like, he's so good.
I do like it when there's moments where like you can see the Doctor's mind going 100 fucking miles an hour, right? Because he's obviously just sat in bed, like, despite the fact that he just downplayed it to Clara, like, no, it's an old woman, like, oh, they die all the time, it's the job description, that line, right? But like in his own little cabin, he's just sat there and he's like, oh, 99%. Maybe I'm 75%. And then he's like, oh, that's a big dip in percentage. Like, he's so, like, he can't put it down. He can't stop at all as soon as he gets a whiff of some adventure.
And also, he clearly knows some shit's going on. Like, that's the entire reason he's fucking here. We'll find out later on anyway. So, like, he knows there's something afoot. You know?
Who's this for, Doctor Who?
Yeah, who is this for?
He's seen Doctor Who. I love it when those moments come up. So there is a fun little scene where the Doctor does convince himself that he wants to go and take a closer look, right? And he starts creeping off down the carriages, and there's a great little shot. It's so silly murder mystery when the Doctor, just as he leaves screen, Clara comes out of her room, and it feels almost Scooby-Doo-esque in terms of how silly it is.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but it's great. They can't stop wanting a little adventure together, and I love it. It's great.
No, it's true. It's true. Yeah. I also think it's quite telling that Clara goes to the Doctor's room. But, you know, we'll see.
I've quelled the fella back home. Now I'm knocking on your door.
A little cuck, Danny. All right. So the Doctor is sneaking about some sort of fucking wheelchair chair, life extender bullshit, whatever that old woman was saying.
Yeah,
you know,
the life extended chair or some shit.
Life extended chair or some shit. Yeah. And then this is where he meets Frank Skinner.
Yes.
Like, hello, I'm Frank Skinner.
Hello, I'm Frank Skinner. Also, I'm the creepiest cunt in the universe, apparently.
He's not creepy.
He comes off so weird in this.
No, he doesn't. He's a fun little guy.
He's a fun little guy. Like, he warms up in character, right? But, like, let's be honest, right? As soon as I saw him, he has the vibes of I've got a metal pole and I'm about to fucking swat you over the head with it. I'm submerged in the dark in the corner like a creep.
They're doing a fun little thing where they're both suspicious of each other. They're testing one another. They're like, well, if I find someone poking around a chair that someone died in, I'd play my cards close to my chest. And then he's like, what if I found someone loitering around a chair that someone died in? I'd do the same. They're having a fun back and forth.
What do you think of him as because I think he does kind of take on like a little companion that never was role in this episode.
Yeah.
What do you think of him like as a fun pairing with the Doctor?
I think he's fine for this episode. I don't think he needs to go any further than this. So.
I think so too. He suits this vibe.
Yes.
You take him out. I don't need to see him being like, oh, other space stuff. That's so cool, Doctor. And it seems boring.
But so the TARDIS is full, all right, as well. Like, we cannot fit anyone else in there.
No.
There's too much chemistry already, okay, with Clara and the Doctor. Okay, anyone else will just throw off the vibes.
Yeah,
okay?
100% agree. Yeah.
There's no room for Perkins, I'm afraid. But yes, Perkins, Chief Engineer, the Doctor, Nosy Parker. It's bit of fun.
It is a bit of fun. This is a great episode for a bit of fun, I think. So many little silly characters having a chat to one another.
Good stuff. Yeah. Anyway, Clara's back in her little flapper dress and she's off to investigate and have some fun or whatever. But then she sees that young woman from earlier just walking, looking like a fucking ghost and just carrying her heel for some reason.
And she stops Clara. She's like, I'm not mad. I'm like, tell it to your face, mate. You look fucking nuts.
I'm like, are you sure?
Yeah.
You kind of look a little bit mad,
I do like that immediately she's like, she wants to see her nan's body. Well, not a nan, her secret nan, her mum's body. Right?
Is it her mum?
Yeah, there was a whole thing about she made it's her nan. Her nan was the old crusty woman that died at the start.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but and then she makes her call her mum, so everyone doesn't know how old she is because the chair's extending her life, innit?
Oh, she's clearly not her mum, though.
Yeah, I know, but I wrote that before I'd even heard about this twist. My note just read Nan, so like I just looked at the age difference and went, "That's her fucking Nan."
Yeah, no one's seeing this and thinking, "Oh, that's clearly her mum." Like, no, what the fuck?
She's bought a chair to try and trick everyone, and she still looks like a twat, and she fucking died anyway in the chair. Top 10 morons in Doctor Who, I reckon.
Yeah.
They go Who culture. There's a list for you.
Oh, shut up about Who culture.
They know what they did.
Great.
They know what they did.
No one else does.
Anyway, so yeah, I do like the classic Doctor Who thing. She wants to get into the room so she can see her nan's body. And the security people keep it locked because naturally you would do if you got a dead body. You don't it's not an attraction for the guests of the train, is it?
You don't want to keep that somewhere easily accessible for the masses.
Yeah,
really.
And they do that fun Doctor Who thing where she just twats the door panel when it works and opens the door.
Is that a fun Doctor Who thing?
Jack does it in Utopia when the Doctor can't sonic the door, so he just twats it with the butt of his gun.
It was done once, so it's a fun.
It's a fun Doctor Who thing. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Great. Good stuff then.
You haven't got time to question it. We're an hour in.
No, I really don't. I really don't. Yeah, I do like that. I think is this where we're introduced to Gus for the first time? Like, call me Gus. I'm afraid this door can only be opened by executive order.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like his voice, but beyond that, he's a twat later on, isn't he?
Well, yeah. We'll get to Gus.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Gus more.
Evil bastard.
In about 4 hours, probably. Anyway, here's a scene I like. The Doctor, he's in the lounge cart or whatever, where the hoity-toities have gathered. They're having evening drinks or whatever. Maybe there's a jazz cover of Queen's Radio Gaga playing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's talking to this. He comes up to this man and he says, "What's the most interesting thing about the Foretold?" He says. And as he does this, I like that he pulls out like a cigarette case.
Yeah, like a smoking case thing.
Like like a metallic cigarette case, but it's full of Jelly Baby.
And they're all tucked in, like seatbelted in. It's really funny.
That's just such a great like Doctor Who silly joke, isn't it?
He takes one though. He's about it, I think.
He does. Yeah, I like it. I like it. But anyway, yeah, he's asking this guy what's the most interesting thing about the foretold, and this guy's like, oh, there's all kinds of shit. Like, because he's a professor who studies the foretold and everything. He's like a historian, and he knows quite a lot of stuff or whatever. An expert, as you were.
Yeah.
And he keeps giving all these answers, and this is all intercut with some chef or whatever fucking dying as well.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Some chef just having a fucking mare of it in the kitchen, waving a knife around while everyone's like, "What's going on? Stop this now!"
Look, we've both been around kitchens. You've worked in a kitchen. I've worked
in a kitchen.
Yeah, adjacent to kitchens, right? And I just like the idea of like if like a server walked into the kitchen and saw a chef just flailing a knife around, being like, "He's gonna kill me! Fuck! You'd be like, "Oh, it's just another day at the kitchen."
Wouldn't blink twice at that happening, Like if your head chef isn't covered in tattoos and hasn't been to prison, then like, what are you doing?
He isn't a head chef, he's lying.
Yeah. Like, show me a kitchen in the entirety of the UK where the head chef isn't a former convict.
And part of the rule about being the head chef as well, especially at a pub, is after you finish a shift, you need to knock back 2 pints in record-breaking speeds and then get on the bus to go home. That's just part of the deal.
I mean, that's quite specific to where you lived, probably. Not in the small country town where I lived, where the buses stop at 4 p.m.
Oh, how did you get about?
Mr. TfL is the worst fucking transport service.
It's not the worst, it's just bad.
It's not bad.
It can be.
Literally, it's the best one in the country. Shut the fuck up. You do not know. You do not know what you're talking about. I'm not having this argument with you again.
Something can be the best in the country and still be bad.
You have nothing to compare it to, okay? Shut the fuck up.
So yeah, the kitchen cunt's dead. I do like that he gets in the walk-in because he's like, fucking tricked you, mate. You can't get in my walk-in. Turns around, the mummy's now even closer to him and he's like, I guess I'll die here. Great.
Yeah, now I'm trapped in the walk-in with this cunt.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. Good job, me.
I loved going in the walk-in, mate. Too hot on a warm day.
Yeah, man.
Gonna cool yourself down. I've worked in like supermarkets as well.
Oh, right.
Just go in the big fucking freezer in the back where they like keep all the milk and shit, and I'm like, I'll just spend 20 minutes in here. Yeah, just chilling out.
Have you ever had it where someone's opened the walk-in and you're in there?
Oh, 100 times.
And you're like, oh, it's a big vat of food.
And I'm just like, oh, where's the, I'm just looking for some.
Where's the horseradish sauce? In there anywhere?
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm blue, dripping ice or whatever.
Yes.
How long you been in here? Oh, don't worry about
Don't worry about me, man. Yeah. Looking like Kurt Russell at the end of the Thing, just icicles off your beard.
Yeah, exactly. That's good stuff.
That is good. Oh, man.
Anyway, so yes, whilst that chef is dying and everything else, this professor who's talking to the doctor is like, he's giving all these sort of examples of what's, the most interesting thing about it. Maybe it's the specific time it takes for the victim to die. Maybe it's how the creature is described. Maybe it's all this sort of shit. And the doctor's like, wrong, you're a fucking idiot. All right. The most interesting thing about the foretold is that old woman died and you were here to see it. Very interesting bit of sizzle because this guy is like an expert on the foretold.
This is one of them like disarming things again. Because when the doctor was like, there's an expert on the foretold here on the train.
Yes.
I was like, la-di-da, convenient Doctor Who writing. Just like, and then immediately the doctor was like, yeah, this is intriguing. And I'm like, the episode got me again. I've been tricked again. They led me down the garden path once more.
You're a fool. You think you're better than whoever wrote this episode?
Someone Mathiasen or whatever you said earlier.
Mathiasen or whatever I said. Maybe I didn't say that. I can't remember.
So it sounded about right. You said it with enough gusto that you could pull it off.
Shut up. Anyway.
Okay. So yeah, the kitchen cunt's dead. The security bloke is telling all the staff, right, he died of a heart attack. If anyone disagrees, they'll get the sack. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Don't be causing a stir, basically.
Yeah, 100%. And then Maisie and Clara are having a chat in their little room or whatever. This is where she's talking about where her mum wasn't her gran or whatever.
Yeah.
We've already talked about that.
Yeah.
Great.
It's like my mum's my gran, my gran's my mum, something like that.
Me and my mum and my dad and my gran were off to Waterloo.
She's like, is it bad that I thought my nan was a cunt and I wanted to see her dead and now she's dead? Does that make me a bad person? So I was like,
No.
not if your nan was a cunt, I guess.
It makes you a person.
Yeah.
Like, you don't choose. Well, most of the time, most people don't choose when their relatives die, you know? Like, you can't help if you have, like, a bad thought about them and then they kick it. Like, that's just life, you know, brother?
Yeah. It's just one of them things that you hope doesn't happen.
Happens.
And then when it does happen, you just have to live with it and go, oh, that made me feel terrible.
Yeah. Not a good feeling.
One of my things, it could have gone so wrong, right? My nan called me, I'm not joking, like a week before she died, right?
Yeah.
She called me and I was out when I saw the call. So I was like,
you go like, fuck off now.
no, not like in a bad boy cool way where I was like, get swivel nan, you fucker. But I pulled up my phone and I went, oh no, I can't ring tonight, I'm out. Right, and she's deaf anyway, and I was in a bar, so I would have literally been like, "Hi, Nan." I couldn't answer the phone in public,
and she still wouldn't have been able to hear because she's your nan and she's deaf, presumably.
Yeah, well, she's dead now, so she definitely wouldn't have been able to hear that. But
good on her.
Yeah, good on her. But I called her back the next morning, and I remembered.
Was she already dead?
No, she answered the phone. She went, hang on,
I'm dead.
I'll get back to you never. No, but I live in thanks that I was able to do that, because if I'd forgotten and a week had passed and then she died and I'd ignored the last call, I'd have killed myself.
You know what that is? That's a recipe for a ghost right there. That's how you get haunted.
Oh yeah, my nan's going to be listening to Doctor Who podcasts over my shoulder.
That'll be the least of my worries.
Why? Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
How'd you get that baby? Come on. Just bleep that word. I think that'll be good.
Yeah. They get it. They know.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah. It's kind of 1 + 1 = 2 situation, really.
Anyway, yes. The Doctor's a mystery shopper.
Yes.
He tells this head of the guard or whatever that I'm your worst nightmare, handing him the psychic paper. And he goes, a mystery shopper. He's like, really? That's your worst nightmare? Oh, okay, yeah, I'm a mystery shopper then.
I quite like that he's like, he just passed it to him with so much confidence that he's like, I'll go with whatever it is. The Doctor's been taking improv classes or something.
Yeah,
so I can go with this. What do you think of mystery shoppers?
I think they can be necessary in their own way.
Oh,
okay. Really?
We're on different ends of this. My notes read oxygen.
They're annoying.
Yeah,
they're annoying.
They are annoying. Yeah,
yeah. But like, they can help with certain things.
I think there's a place. I'll say this. This is my measured take, and then in a minute you can have my insane take, which I think is more accurate. Right.
Yeah.
The measured take is, yes, sometimes when they catch out glaring fucking issues.
Yeah.
Great. That's the 1%.
If they mark it down because, like, I don't know, you didn't fucking smile or whatever.
Yeah.
Then fuck off. Get in the bin.
Yeah, fuck you. Right.
Yeah.
I think mystery shoppers, all my experience of mystery shoppers, right, they're oxygen thieves. They are, like, professional paid snitch cunts. I can't.
They're not professional cunts. They're just like, they're just anyone.
Yeah, they're just, I'll have a voucher. You fucking loser.
Anyone can sign up to be a mystery shopper.
No, not anyone. A certain kind of someone can sign up to be a mystery shopper. No, genuinely, right, this seems harsh, right, but if you are one, I have genuine less respect for you as a person.
Right, Lawrence is burning some bridges today.
No, I don't care, right? I think mystery shoppers, right, their job is to go and probe and find issues, right? Grassing up overworked and under-resourced employees for not meeting insane fucking standards set by companies that don't have any actual tangible idea of the daily stress of the company they manage, right? Get in the bin. If your job, if you're selling your humanity for a little voucher, you fuck yourself.
All right,
can't stand them. And yes, one marked me down once. That's unrelated.
You're self-employed now.
Yeah, now. That's why I had to get out, Nathan. Those mystery shoppers.
Okay.
I can't be mystery shopped anymore. I
don't
am the
do it.
shop.
I've never been mystery shopped in my life.
You're
to be
lucky.
fair.
I had the
had
worst fucking shift of my life, right? I literally ran. I may as well have fucking run a pub by myself for a whole day, right?
Yeah.
And it was a busy day. It was like a Saturday, right? So
Yeah.
from open till close.
You can't be sending a mystery shopper in on a fucking Saturday.
Yeah.
All right.
They didn't even say, oh, this guy was the only one working. They were like, the tables were messy. I'm like, yeah, because I don't have 8 fucking arms. You cunt.
Yeah.
Like, get a job. Get an actual job.
There you are.
Voucher hunting. Oh, anyway, fuck mystery shoppers.
All right.
Can't stand them. Anyway, we're back on Doctor Who now.
Okay. Are you good? Are you all right?
No, I needed to. I
you
haven't
need to
been able to
take a
vent
minute?
about that.
All right.
When it came up in this episode, I went, great. A chance.
Finally, I get to express my rage at mystery shoppers.
Just fucking
hell.
go and get an actual job. It's like parking warden.
Lawrence, we've got 2 more podcasts to record after this. Come on.
All right. So I do quite like the security guard who goes, oh no, a mystery shopper, and then immediately pours himself a glass of whiskey right on
Yeah.
the clock.
That's good stuff.
Yeah,
I like that.
I think so.
Yeah.
So the doctor kind of pulls him aside in his little security office thing, and he's like, right, stop dicking around. Bodies are piling up, right? You're just out there going like, oh, we need evidence, right? But this bloke isn't asked at all. I quite like this because the doctor's just immediately like, this is a nice contrast because everyone says, or like the assumption you're supposed to get from the doctor in this episode is that he can be quite cold and quite detached when he needs to be efficient. But like, this is the difference. The doctor wants to be efficient and blunt because it will save lives, whereas this guy is just a bumbling idiot that refuses. He's just buried his head in the sand, basically.
Yeah, 100%. He says it's a little bit later, but he says like how many bodies are going to have to pile up before you start to like pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah, and he answers the prick.
Yeah. He
That's
does,
how many, by the way.
The answer was 3.
And the doctor's like, thank you. It's like, no, fuck him.
Anyway, Perkins was waiting outside the office with like a bunch of like maps and blueprints and all sorts of accoutrements and everything.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, I've got a manifest and a plan of the train and a list of all these stops for the past 6 months or whatever. And the doctor's like, great work. Maybe too good. And then I like that Frank Skinner's like, oh, you're right. I'm obviously the mummy.
See,
Or maybe I was just already looking into this, you fucking idiot. You know?
Talking to you, I'm coming around on this guy's vibe, but my note reads, what a snivelling little creep. Right.
He's not a creep. He's just a fun little guy.
I was stuck on how he was submerged in the shadows in the last scene, right? But he's a bit off. He's a bit of an oddball.
Nah, he's a nice guy. He's a fun guy.
But he's not a sinister oddball, I guess.
You're an enemy of the working man, all right? You hate to see the working
I
man
just went on a
thriving.
rant about fucking mystery shoppers.
Nah, you're an enemy of the working man. All right?
You defended mystery shoppers.
I didn't defend mystery shoppers.
You did. You said you can't wait for your £10 Amazon voucher and you're going to be a mystery shopper forever. That's another thing, by the way, but just before we move on from mystery shoppers.
For fuck's sake, are we not done?
No, so really quickly. So often, they'd be like, here's payment for being the mystery shopper. You can have a £10 voucher for this establishment you just told us was dog shit. And then they show up to the cunts that they got in trouble and go, oh, I'd like to cash in this voucher. I fucking hope you die, right? That's just, no, but
I don't think the voucher's going to say, I'm a mystery shopper.
No, but you
This is a
recognise
voucher I got for being a cunt to you when I was a mystery shopper.
No, but you recognise them because you know what their order is because they have to take a picture of their receipt. And I looked on the camera and I was like, I fucking see you, you cunt. You fucking arsehole, getting your phone out, taking a picture of your burger. It's fine, eat it, you fucking idiot.
I feel like you're just holding on to a lot of resentment.
Yeah,
for
he
this.
knows we did.
I feel like I don't think this guy's thought about this since it happened.
No, that's
right?
the problem. He's moved on to do it to some other guy.
Yeah.
He probably got so many people fired for shit.
Lawrence, I think you need to let this go. All right, you're
can't.
holding on to this for no reason. All
I
right,
can't. It's one of them things that sticks with me.
you just let it go, man.
What did
Hate
Clara
is
say?
Too
Hate's-
strong an
yeah.
emotion to waste on someone you don't like. Okay,
Well, I do hate him. Fuck him.
come on, don't waste that on him.
His stupid blue shirt and his chinos, I remember.
Oh my god, you can even know what he fucking looks like.
I remember.
Come on, man.
But right, so Clara and the young woman, what's her name? The young woman?
Maisie.
They are debating about how Clara feels about the Doctor, and Clara is just not selling it well. That like, oh, we're just mates. In fact, we're not even mates. And she's like, I don't think you know what the fuck's happening here, mate.
Yeah, not friends anymore. Yeah. There was a moment here that I wanted to mention, but now I can't.
This scene goes on. They intercut this scene a few times, so it might be a bit later.
Yeah, maybe it is. But I don't know if it is.
Well, the Doctor, he's watching the security footage as well. This is what it's kind of intercut with. And he's like got his little watch out, his little pocket watch. And he's counted to exactly 66 seconds, and he's like, it fits the myth. And then the expert next to him is like, yeah, weapons won't kill it. This thing is fucking unstoppable. So we are pretty up shit's creek here, if that's what I think it is.
Yeah. And Perkins is like, can we get a new expert? This guy fucking sucks, man. This guy blows.
This guy blows.
The
Doctor doesn't offer him a trip in the top. Well, he dies. So that's something to do with it, I reckon.
That's probably why, he doesn't get the chance, really. Yeah.
Exhumes his corpse.
Yeah. There was something I wanted to mention. I should have wrote it down.
Yeah, probably. That's what notes are for.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't. But there was definitely something I wanted to mention. Let me just watch this scene real quick. Okay. I need to see it in action.
Yeah,
I know there was something. I wanted to mention.
Okay.
It's like she's trying to convince herself more than Maisie. She's talking about like how, she's not with the Doctor like that, it's they don't have that kind of relationship. He's a friend, with the train on with some man, and she's like, no, but it's not like that. And then she like kind of has to think about it a little bit.
Not a sexy man, not a man that I'm sexy.
He's sexy.
He is a sexy man, but Clara's trying to tell herself it's not a sexy man.
Yeah, it's not a sexy man, like sexy Danny.
Sexy Danny Pink is sexy.
Yeah, but he's also a cuckold. I know that's fine if you're into that, all right? But like,
But I guess it's not, because you just used it as an insult.
Well, I mean, look.
Get out of this one.
Look.
Go on.
Well, there's something inherently degrading about being a cuckold. I think, like, if you're a cuckold, your whole thing is you probably get off on being degraded in some way.
Yeah,
okay?
but well, then
it's inherently degrading to be a cuckold. Okay, so I think that because of that, I can say, yeah, it's a little bit, shit.
This is a cuckold's treat. They're listening to their favorite podcast, and one of the hosts starts now going, and by the way, you're a little freak.
If you want me to verbally degrade you on this podcast, you got to pay extra for that. Okay,
that's on the Patreon.
You got to sign up to the Patreon for that. There'll be a degradation to you. All right, no, let's move on from this.
I'll do one to pick you up after. So Nathan will put you down, and I'll be like, you can have a good day. I reckon you're all right.
I'll degrade you. Lawrence will give you aftercare. Okay.
No, I'm not happy with this now. The bit has now involved me too much.
Yeah. Let's move on from this bit. So let me just say, I could verbally degrade you. Okay.
What, me specifically?
Well, I do you every week.
Yeah, but I don't get off on it. That you know of.
You're always gooning.
Speaking of that table wobbling earlier.
Is this our worst bit?
This might be our worst bit. No, I said that stupid Robin Thicke thing earlier, didn't I?
Oh, yeah, that was pretty bad.
We're so far in. Right, anyway.
Yeah.
Clara explains that you can't leave an argument on a slammed door, which I like. I like this. This. And she's also... there's this lovely line about how life would be simpler if we liked the right people, but then again, there'd be no fairy tales.
That was it. That was the.
Well, you should have said it, Nathan. You should have said it.
Fuck yes. Oh my god, it hits me. Thank you so much. Yes, Clara's saying life would be so much simpler if you liked the people you like, but it doesn't. And then she says, yeah, like that would be fairy tale. You're like, come on, that's
yeah.
Doctor Who's entire fucking vibe,
yeah.
Okay? You're talking about if you liked the person you're supposed to like, you're in a relationship with Danny, noted cuckold, okay?
Yeah.
And then...
He's been on the Patreon.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're talking about how it's fairy tale, i.e. Doctor Who,
yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how people. We'll get into it more to come, but I don't know how people watch these episodes in series 8 and 9 and just refuse to see any kind of romantic tension between the Clara and Doctor, because to me it's so blindingly obvious.
Yeah.
It's so much there within the text. It's so deeply present. Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man.
I mean, there's a specific scene later on, in the ending scene of this, where
We'll get Lawrence,
to
I'm
that.
going to talk about that for 4 hours, okay?
yeah. I did write down, though, I love looking at these two and their love. It does feel like a story for the ages. This feels like the Doctor's love. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I know, don't get me wrong, Ten's out here being my goat. I get it, right? But him and Rose, like, it's not this, is it? It's not the caliber of this. Like
Another cuck, Mickey.
Another cuck, Mickey. What is it with them being cucks, man? Companions, boyfriends out here getting cucked left, right, and centre, and loving it, by the way.
Yeah.
Danny's on the phone stroking it, being like, go on.
Come on, no, right. Let's move on.
All right. So Clara and the Doctor get on the phone with each other. Clara is trapped. And the Doctor has to come and get her. He starts whacking on the door, and the Sonic is fucked and is not opening the door.
Did you notice anything fun about her phone?
You brought this up earlier. You know damn well I didn't.
Okay.
What's so fun about Clara's phone?
Well, in an earlier episode, I believe it was Listen,
Yeah.
Clara referred to the Doctor as a big grey-eyed stick insect. Okay.
Right.
And her contact picture for the Doctor when he rings is a big grey stick insect.
Ah, okay, fun.
Yes.
There we go.
Bit
That
of
was Deep
fun.
Breath, wasn't it?
No, I don't think it was Deep Breath.
Oh.
No. I think it was Listen. I might be wrong, but I think it was Listen.
Okay.
Question, though. Here's something. How did Clara's phone know it was the Doctor calling?
Some
He
TARDIS
didn't
bullshit.
He didn't call on his phone.
Some TARDIS bullshit.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, for Woe, if they had to write a scene about it, it would be the TARDIS has triangulated the cellular phone and it's beamed a signal up and it's relocated it in your phone.
Yes, but they didn't. So 0 out of 10. Oh, my cinema thing.
I got you, brother. I got you.
All right, there we go. Thank you.
I got you.
Thank you.
I can also do this.
Hello, Nathan. It's me.
Stop this. Yeah, I know you can do this.
All right, I'm back. It's actually me now.
Great.
Not
Good.
Not that small version of me.
Great.
So yeah.
Let me tell you, when you're trying to write something and focus on something, and Lawrence just does that voice for 20 fucking minutes, really sucks all the humor out of it forever. You know, when you're just trying to focus on something and he's just doing that voice, just talking bullshit to himself, really sucks all the humor out.
Should I do the rest of the podcast in it?
Nope.
So yeah, the Doctor starts whacking on the door. Door's not opening. And before long, they start bickering about how the Doctor should have come and got her if they were going to go and do an adventure. Right.
Yes.
And the Doctor's like, you don't even want to do this anymore. And Clara's like, shit, I've got nothing to say about this.
Yeah. And he's trying to open the door with a screwdriver. He's like, oh, the screwdriver's not working. But then the sarcophagus starts to open. And then they're like, oh, maybe it was working, just not on what you thought, you big fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Bit of fun.
Moron, Doctor.
Yeah.
Anyway.
There's nothing in the sarcophagus, though. So
No, yeah, it's fine. Well, the 66 seconds timer starts, right?
Yes,
There's only bubble
because-
wrap in there.
Because someone has seen the monster.
Yeah, someone has seen it. We don't know who yet, but I do like that it does feel quite tense. As it ticks over to 30 seconds, the Doctor is handcuffed. And at that point, you're really going, someone's fucked.
Yeah.
Someone hella dead. And someone will be hella dead.
Yeah. Anyway, we cut to like the drinks car or whatever, and some guard is just shooting his gun everywhere, just going fucking ham. He's just like, he's coming for me, and he's just shooting his gun at nothing.
This
Like a
would be
fucking
me,
idiot.
I reckon.
Yeah, this would be you.
What would be you?
Way
Who
better.
dies that would be you?
I'd be the hero of the piece. I'd be like,
Who's the hero?
me?
Oh. You just take it down.
Yeah, I'd be like, I can clearly see that you want me to say I surrender, so I do.
No, you wouldn't even need to ask, mate. You'd just punch it.
No, we just go for a drink.
We can settle the differences.
Yeah, I'd take the money for a drink.
Let's settle this score in the local spoon.
Exactly.
So yeah, this cunt is he's shooting up a storm. He gets killed. And then this is when the doctor was like, "How many fucking people need to die before you start taking this shit seriously?"
It turns out it's 3. 3 people need to die before I do what you said.
Good, man. It seems like a hero moment for
Good on
you,
you.
but you sound like a real puss.
Well done. Yeah. Well done on you.
Good job admitting that 3 people's deaths are on your hands heroically.
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the doctor like gathers all the people in the room, and he's like, "Hey, listen, everyone. There's a monster on this train, and it's gonna kill us all in 66 seconds.
Yep.
Not like all of us, like individually. It takes a while, all right?
Yeah.
But that's not the strangest thing. Do you know what it is? All of you knobheads, because you're all doctors and scientists and Einstein little cunts or whatever.
You're all
right?
boffins and nerds.
You're all
and losers.
boffins and nerds, and I think someone's been putting together to a team. I think someone's been recruiting the Avengers to assemble for this mummy.
And then Sam Jackson walks in.
And then Sam Jackson walks in, and the engines stop, and then the drinks car, it changes into a little laboratory. A few people disappear because they were holograms or whatever, and they wasn't real. And then they're like, "Wow, now let's get to work and let's do some science because we're all scientists."
Well, this is Gus over the tannoy, right? Because he's like, "Listen,
well done, everyone.
Yeah.
I think you've done a good job here."
Look, as kind of weird insert villains go, right? He's got a fun voice, and I like his vibe. Yeah,
he does have a fun voice.
Yeah. It's I don't know, it's very like I like that his whole thing is just to figure out how to deal with this mummy because it's a prick and we don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah,
basically, and you can either do this now, right, or you can put down your tools, and that's fine, but you'll all just die. So
I apologize for any distress caused by the fact that I just murdered all these people.
Yes.
Grief counseling is available upon request. You know,
it's a great vibe, man. It's interesting.
Good stuff, yeah. It's a good bit of fun.
You ever played the games BioShock?
Shut up. We don't have time. But yeah, I'm sure it has that vibe of someone in BioShock.
There's a vibe of like they walk around doing loads of murders and stuff, and they're like,
Great.
"Good job."
Great, that's good stuff. It is a very video game trope to have like a fun guy do all that sort of stuff.
Like the Rick and Morty guy bit. You shot someone. He's like, "Ah, you shot that guy." Ah.
Yeah, but isn't he like a or whatever?
Yeah, he's a terrible bloke, but
yeah, so the less said about him, the better.
Nah, let's do more.
David Tennant plays one in Just Cause 3.
Does he?
Which is good stuff. Yeah, David Tennant is the voice of like this like radio propaganda host in Just Cause 3, and like the more like stuff you destroy, the more like propaganda you destroy, like the more exasperated David Tennant gets. and you realize he's like trapped in a bunker somewhere being forced to read all these lines out and stuff on the radio. It's quite good. It's a good role for him.
That sounds fun. If you could, do you reckon, like, what celebrities do you reckon we'll get for a GTA 6 radio station?
I should have one.
You really want to do this, guy?
I want to. That's my like dream role, is just to be like a weird little radio host on a GTA.
People don't know this about Nathan, right? Or maybe they do. Maybe we've spoken about it. Nathan has this deep desire to do some sort of voice acting. Right, you love it. I mean, you've got 2 fucking podcasts, like, so you have this thing where you really, really want to do something in the line of radio.
I do, yeah. I always have.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I've just always had an interest.
What would your radio station be called?
I don't know. BBC Radio 1.
Mine would be, I'd be tech. My vibe would be like an 80s guy, right?
Oh, yeah. And you meant in GTA?
Yeah, in GTA. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, got you. Yeah.
My station would be called Techno Milfs. Right.
Okay, great.
So you've always got to have some weird vibe for a GTA thing.
Yeah.
And it would be techno remixes of songs only your mum dances to, like ABBA and shit like that.
Okay. I think this is very telling about me, and it makes sense with how I am today. But like, whenever I play GTA, And I was playing. I should not have been playing these games when I did. By the way. I was like 10 years old playing these games.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But whenever I play GTA, I never actually like listened to like the music radio stations. I always listened to like the talk radio.
That's so you.
I know, because like we're essentially podcasts.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I just found them funnier. I just found it more interesting to listen to like the dialogue and stuff than whatever music they got the rights to.
Yeah.
You know, and like you'd hear like fun conversations and just weird characters and stuff, and it's so much fun. That's why I'd want to be just a weird little radio host, you know.
That's cute though. That is very cute.
Yeah.
I would just put on the same station all the time, and you get that song. I can't remember the name of the song. It's a very famous song where it's that guy that goes, "When, why, what, how much have you got?" That guy.
What?
It's that song. You know the song if you heard it. It's fucking Western Town and something. Eastern
Pet Shop Boys.
Yeah, that's Pet Shop Boys. That's it. Yeah,
Eastern Boys and Western.
That's the one.
Girls.
Yeah, they play that song.
You're talking about "There's a Man About Town" and all that sort of stuff.
Sometimes you're better off dead.
Yeah. Eastern Boys and Western.
That's the kind of music where I feel like, maybe this is the most
Western
presumptuous thing I've ever said, right? I feel like I could find a cunt that could do that, and I could go make £1 million, right? I think I could do a weird British accent and go, "Sometimes you're better off dead," into a microphone, put a little beat under it. Why don't I have $1 million?
But you see, this is what like the Americans are saying about Robbie Williams. Okay,
okay.
Sure, okay. There's nothing sort of special or blown away about the voice or the talent or anything like that, but you don't have the entertainment factor, okay? You don't have the personality. Exactly. You don't have the personality, the pizzazz that draws in the crowd like Robbie does, okay? So,
it's true. And he's a monkey. That helps.
And he's a monkey as well.
That's real, by the way.
Yeah.
See, everyone's getting confused about that. That's a real thing.
Maybe we'll find out one day.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe we won't. Who knows?
Maybe. Who knows?
So
anyway.
Yes. Anyway. I'm reading my notes. Hang on.
Anyway, yeah, so like all like the people have disappeared, they're holograms or whatever.
Yeah.
And like the doctor says, oh, they were never real, they were just like fake passengers to make up the numbers, and what they really need is the scientists, because Gus is putting together this team or whatever.
Yeah.
That all makes sense. I can even understand why the chefs and the kitchen staff are real, because obviously they need the train to run, you know, they need to feed the people and that kind of stuff. So yeah, exactly, that makes sense. What I don't understand is what's happening with Maisie and her mum or gran.
Yeah, who are they? What are they for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they real?
What?
I mean, they clearly are real, but like they're not scientists though. So the fuck are they doing there?
I'd love to be able to tell you. I think the answer, unfortunately, the answer is Jenna Coleman had other filming commitments and needed someone to talk to in a carriage.
I think Jenna Coleman had other filming
commitments. 100% did. That's why she's locked away for a lot of the episode talking. They couldn't do long stretches of her and Peter Capaldi. I looked it up. I was like, why is she not in this as much?
Okay. Well, la-di-da.
It's probably filming Waterloo Road or something.
She wasn't in Waterloo Road at this stage.
Yeah, at this stage. Yeah, you did well there, didn't you?
She'd already done her Waterloo Road time, all right? Maybe she was filming ITV's Victoria.
Maybe she was. Maybe she was
that
filming.
This time?
I don't know. Hang on. Let me pull up Jenna Coleman's thing so I can make this riff.
Lawrence, we've really got to move.
Hang on.
Okay.
Maybe she was busy filming Captain America: The First Avenger. That scene.
You really needed IMDb.
I did. This is the first one I saw.
Okay, great.
Maybe she was filming. Cool. Never mind. Let's move on.
Maybe she was filming The Sandman, where she played Joan.
Joan
Constantine.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jenna Coleman.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know she was in that.
Yeah, she's Joan Constantine.
And she's like, I've got a trench coat on and I'm summoning demons or something.
Yeah, maybe. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Made by that creep.
Yeah, can't really watch it now.
No, tainted.
Yucky business.
I'll never be able to watch Good Omens now.
Oh, Good Omens, yeah. I never watched it either. I know that everyone's like, these two angels are gay or something.
Yeah, they are very gay.
Yeah.
Watch Staged.
I'm Doctor Who. Not
Yeah,
anymore,
staged.
baby. That meme.
Staged is great
Yeah.
as well.
That's
and like the format of it is great because like I don't want to spoil it, but like the differences in terms of like what the setup and the story is between season 1, 2, and 3, like they take place in different universes.
What the fuck?
Exactly. Yes. You weren't expecting that,
No,
was
I
you?
really weren't. I thought it was that funny Zoom
exactly.
show.
Yeah, this is what you need to watch to figure out what I mean by that.
I might
okay?
have to fucking put that on.
It's a really easy watch.
Yeah.
I binged the entire show in a day.
Fucking hell.
All 3 seasons in a day.
How many episodes a season?
Like fucking 6 or something.
Oh,
6
it's
or
one of them
8.
British ones.
Maybe like 10 or something. I don't know.
Little
It's
tiny
quite
boy.
breezy. Yeah, it's quite breezy.
Oh, there we go. So
Good show.
right, what's going on now? So yeah, the mummy's here and he's going to kill the expert.
How are we almost 2
Oh,
hours?
mate, I know. We need to breeze through some of this.
We really do.
It's not like the
so
ending is just breezy as well. We got stuff to talk about.
No. So the expert, he sees the mummy now, and then he starts to describe it. He's like, approximately 1.8 meters tall. The flesh is nearly rewarding as I thought it would be. Ha 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 ha. And everything. And the doctor's like, oh great, you can see it. Tell us about it. I love the like. The camera shoots to like a POV style shot from like his point of view as he sees like the mummy coming towards him, but then you can also see the doctor just in the corner just very intensely staring at him as he's trying to get all this information out of him, which I really enjoy.
Imagine you're trying to die and you've got Peter Capaldi and his eyebrows just staring at you. It's enough to keep you going, isn't it?
Yeah. There's a great moment where like the doctor says, like, you can see it. Tell us what you see. Even the smallest detail might help us save the next one. And then this guy goes, the next one? What do you mean? You mean you can't save me? And he's like, well, yeah, that's implied. Like, this is probably the end for you, but make it count.
It's fucking rough. Like I like it, right? Because this is what I was kind of getting at in the start of the episode, right? Where the doctor is interesting and the companion is interesting, right? Like so often we see a companion that's like, the doctor should always have someone traveling with him because it makes him a better person, right? And that's a cookie cutter companion, and a cookie cutter doctor is the doctor that always is heroic and wants to save the day. Next one, what do you mean? No, I don't know. We'll save you. We'll get you out of this. Right? No, this is a companion that's a bit fucked and a doctor that's also a bit fucking tapped in the head. Like, it's a great switch up on what we're used to, and just seeing the doctor be so kind of careless with, not careless is the wrong word, but kind of
he's not careless though, because
I know what you
and the
mean.
whole episode makes a point about this.
Yeah.
Like he's just being practical.
Yes,
he's being
that's it.
pragmatic. He needs to get this solved, and like to do that, he's got to make some decisions. He's got to break some eggs.
Yeah.
Right. You can't make the omelet without breaking some eggs.
And
right?
he's reconciled it faster than these people. Like, next one, because find out you're going to die in 30 seconds is pretty rough. And the doctor's like, yeah, catch up. Come on. Like, we've got come on, make it worthwhile.
Exactly. Anyway, and then there is like a good moment. Like once this cunt dies, like there is a good moment where like Perkins is like, oh no, he's dead or whatever, and like, the doctor's like, right, move on, let's fucking get on with it. And he's like, a man has just died, can we not just like take a second? And the doctor's like, no, we can't, this is what you don't understand. No, we don't, because we're all fucking sitting ducks here. The longer we wait, the more chance it has of killing more of us. I think there's a great line where it says something like, people with guns to their heads don't get to mourn, or something like that. Like, they don't have the luxury of sitting around feeling sorry for this person who just died. They need to carry on, get to the next one, and try and figure this out before it all solves. And like, he's 100% right. Like, but there's no part of that which is wrong. Like, the more they sit around and be like, oh, woe is me, poor this guy or whatever, then fucking, you're just doing yourself no favors by that.
That's why this is such an interesting exploration of the doctor, because he's absolutely right. You're 100% right. He logically is sound, but he's not human.
Yeah,
that's not something people should be able to do. And if it's something you can do, you're either like professionally capable of doing it, or you're a bit detached, and not very in tune with like how you should feel about stuff. But yeah, it's a great sequence.
I think that was also probably the next death, not that one where that happens.
No, it's this one, I think.
Is it that one?
Oh, no, it
I
might
think
not
it's the
be.
next one. Yeah, I think it's the next one.
Oh, yeah, no, it is the next one. Yeah, but it's fucking
whatever
tomato.
it is.
Yeah,
it's tomato. Anyway, there's a good moment where the doctor accidentally kills the entire kitchen staff.
So good.
Yeah.
No, it's a fucking scary moment, but
it's kind of horrific that the doctor just gets the entire kitchen staff killed, you know. Their blood is entirely on his hands because he's just being a little rebel and refusing to, like, hang up his phone in class or whatever.
It is fun, though. Like, it's just a funny little... Like, I don't know, there's something about it. For me, it was a bit dark comedy-esque. Right.
It is quite dark comedy,
Yeah, where it just felt like the doctor's like, he's getting grief about this from a fucking tannoy system. Like, I really would hang up if I were you. And the doctor's like, shut up. Fucking hell, I'm trying to fucking make a call. And then just you realize slowly people are just staring at the window, right? And there's that morbid pan over where you just see the fucking kitchen crew jettisoned out into space dead. It's fucking rough. Yeah, it's horrible, but also it kind of is undercut the seriousness of that shit-eating voice being like, oh, I'm so sorry, that must have been really distressing to see. Like, it's a great punchable voice.
100%.
Yeah.
Boom. What's next?
So there's some of this stuff we can speed through, I think. They're trying to work out a pattern for how the mummy chooses its victims, right? They work out that essentially it's weakness. It sniffs out any weakness, right? Because the old lady was old. There's a bloke who's got like synthetic lungs. Some bloke has panic attacks, and the doctor's like, "Yeah, you puss, you're on the pile."
Yeah, and then that guard is like, "Oh, I have psychological issues, so I'm probably next or whatever."
Yeah,
and the doctor's like, "Oh, yeah, you know what, you might be." And then, as if on magic, the mummy just appears in front of him. So there we go.
Look, we're approaching runtime, all right? We gotta be efficient with this. No more silliness. I do quite like his little backstory though. Like he's got PTSD because all of his mates were bombed and there wasn't a scratch on him. Like,
yeah, good on him.
It's fucking good on him. Like, firstly, great survival skills. Don't know how you lucked that one out, but at the same time, that's a fun little backstory that he wasn't actually. Well, he was ignorant and kind of petulant to the point of absurdity, but it was rooted in the fact that he couldn't acknowledge that there was another life or death situation, which is interesting. And I like that he kind of goes down a bit of a legend, probably the most useful of all of them.
He probably is the most useful of all of them. Yeah, he's really is like as like much of a cunt as this guy has been. Yeah, you know, he has been a bit of a prick throughout the entire episode, but he probably gives the doctor the most information anyone else has done.
Yeah,
you know,
down to the last second, like it's touching my face.
Yeah, exactly. He's straight down to the wire. This guy is. He does have a bit of a wobble where he's like, "What kind of soldier would I be if I died with bullets in my gun?" You know, and he's shooting everyone in the fucking carriage as well. But like. Yeah, good on him. He does good.
One with better aim, probably.
Yeah, probably.
But I don't know. Yeah, it's. I do like that though. It's very. You know, if he's going down fighting, and it's kind of an old man spirit kind of thing. Like, yeah, why not? Sure.
There's also a cool moment where the mummy passes through the doctor, like a little.
Yeah, with his little hand goes through him.
Yeah, his hand goes through his face and stuff.
Deadpool and Wolverine creepy. Style.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, Cassandra Nova's got a weird little fingers through people.
No, I don't have time, Lawrence. I don't have time.
Okay. Speaking of no time, this is when that guy's like, "Can we just chill out? Cunt's dead." And the doctor's like, "No, fuck yourself."
No. We can't do that. We can't mourn. People with guns to their heads, they cannot mourn. We do not have time to mourn. Everybody, what takes 60 seconds to charge up to that state? Anyone? Sighs when no one answers. Am I surrounded by idiots? If only I could see this thing. Perkins, don't even joke about that. Doctor, I'm not joking about it. 1 minute with me and this thing would be over. Perkins stands. You know what, Doctor? I can't tell if you're a genius or just incredibly arrogant. Doctor, well, on a good day, I'm both. Ancient tech. This thing has been around for centuries. How? Tech that keeps it alive. Tech that drains energy from the living. Scanner takes the scanner from Perkins and uses it on Quell's body. Deep tissue scan. He's been leached of almost all energy on a cellular level. The heart attack's is just a side effect. Perkins. Oh, it's not just a mummy. It's a vampire, metaphorically speaking. Doctor, but what? Are you not going to stop me?
No, you're good. You can crack on. This is efficient.
Come on, man. You're supposed to stop me. I don't want to carry on.
Well, I was going to say this is a more efficient way of doing it, but the heart attack thing was my next note. So really, we've skipped one note.
Well, good stuff. Anyway, it's a vampire, kind of.
Yeah, I said that the heart attack they suffer is a side effect of them getting sucked dry, basically.
Great.
I don't know
stuff.
what's weird about that.
You just wanted to say sucked dry.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay,
you need to fucking mature up, mate.
Anyway, so basically, it's something to do with like a phasing thing. I don't know. I don't really get it, but I don't care.
Yeah, it's this. Look, again, we say this so often. This is no longer the draw of the show. The draw of the show is Clara and the Doctor having cool conversations about how much they pretend not to like one another.
The mummy stuff is cool, but like just like the science of exactly why it's like it takes 66 seconds. I'm like, yeah, sure. I don't really care.
It's
really.
the vampires of fish people. Who gives a fuck? Like.
Well, no, because that was bad.
Well, no, it was bad, but like what I'm saying is that there's a cool concept.
I give a fuck that they're fish people. Okay.
Okay.
I wanted them to be vampires.
Oh no, but I mean like when it explains all the science, it just does away with the whole like this is a cool mummy, right?
Yeah.
And I like the simplicity of it just being a cool mummy.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but it's not as bad as vampires or fish.
No. We saw that episode. Vampires are fish people.
I think this does lean into more it being a cool mummy than like a space thing or something.
Yeah, they do make they make more use of the mummy of it all.
Yes, I think so. Anyway, they work out who the next victim is going to be for the mummy, and it turns out it's Clara's mate.
Oh my god, this scene!
Oh my god, what a great scene! So the Doctor calls up Clara and he's like, "Hey, you gotta bring your friend to me so we can kill her."
Yeah.
All right. And Clara's like, fuck off. No, I can't do that. And he's like, yeah, you can. You can do it. And she's like, all right, maybe I can.
We love a flawed character, man. This is a turning point for Clara, I think.
Yeah.
Knowing you're capable of doing something like this is a thing you can't really escape from knowing.
That fucking look on her face as she realizes that she is going to do this, it's so... I don't even know how to describe it. It's like, it's brutal and heartbreaking, but so interesting at the same time.
Yeah.
So fascinating.
There's absolutely... this is why I fucking love it when they break down... When just characters in general in any fiction are broken down like this, right? Because you love it when a character learns they're capable of something they previously would have judged.
Yeah.
Like, I think I've never seen the movie, but I think there's a fucking line in Snowpiercer, I think.
Never seen it.
No, nor have I, but the line's always stuck with me and I do want to watch it. Literally because of this line where someone says something to the effect that, like, I hate the fact that I'm so good at surviving, I fucking hate the fact that I know that baby tastes best of all humans' meat.
That's pretty grim.
Fucking gross. But, like, the fact that you know something about yourself that you can never unknow. Like, once you cross a line is great. I did write down, if only someone had warned Clara that men like this can sometimes ask too much of people. If only someone had told her.
Oh, shut the fuck up, man. Shut up.
Am I wrong?
Right. Yes, you are wrong.
Tell me how.
Okay. Because this is a fun little adventure that they stumbled into.
Now Clara's sending people off to the chop shop.
No, and also the Doctor is just being practical, okay? This will actually get resolved later on. We'll actually come back to this moment.
We will.
A little later, okay?
But did Clara know in this moment?
So, no, she didn't, but that was needed. That was necessary, okay? It was necessary, okay?
I think...
And that will all be discussed.
Well,
okay?
It will be discussed. It absolutely will be. But
yes. But the Doctor does have like a kind of cold line, kind of brutal, where he says, basically, it's going to kill her. If it happens there, it'll be a complete waste. So bring her to us, basically. Yeah.
I fucking love that when she arrives on that scene, like she's disgusted in the fact that she is his accomplice now. Like, just what a fuck. My note says, what a duo.
Yeah.
What a pairing, man. What a fucking interesting dynamic that these two have. But yeah, just fucking...
No, the TARDIS has a little force field around it as well.
Oh, yeah, it does. She's like, we could go in there and just wait it out and not die.
Yeah.
Do you reckon the mummy could get in the force field?
No, the assembled hordes of Genghis Khan or whatever.
God damn it.
Of course I knew that's where you was going.
I was teeing you up.
I know.
I was trying to play it so casual. So yeah, the Doctor lets slip as well, by the way, that he he knows why he's here. He's been beckoned here before.
Yes. He even mentions a time where they found him whilst he was on a TARDIS, referring to the end of Series 5.
Yes, the Big Bang, when he's like, I'm on my way. Not really, lol.
Yeah, see you in 4 years when see you in 1,000 years.
I guess Amy Murray never got too curious about that.
No. It's like, I'll get to that later. We got other stuff.
Yeah.
We got to go see Michael Gambon kill a planet of fish or whatever.
Something like that, yeah. Fucking Clara's fuming that the Doctor knew the entire time that, like, she's been dragged here under the false pretense that this is just a last hurrah, like a fun outing and not a big adventure. But really, is she mad? No.
Well, she says, you see, this is why I'm leaving you, because you lied. You lied to me again, and now you've made me lie. You've made me your accomplice. And that's where Maisie's like, what? Why are you his accomplice? What's going on? And then she starts to see the mummy and freaks out and stuff.
Yeah.
Not going well for this girl, bless her.
No, not particularly. But the Doctor does obviously he seemingly takes this personally, a bit personally from Clara, because he reveals that his plan the whole time was to essentially, I don't know all the science behind it, he scans her brain and makes it his brain for all intents and purposes.
No, I get this makes sense to me. This is fine. It's like a deep tissue scanner, so it's scanning all her like trauma, all her fucking anything, and he just basically gives that to himself. Oh, so
there you go.
Fine. Works enough for me. It's fine.
He says, "Are you my mummy?"
He does say, "Are you my mummy?" Yes,
right.
That's good. He says, "I'm the Doctor. I'll be your victim this evening. Are you my mummy?" He says. Good bit of fun.
So the Doctor's frantically kind of working out who the mummy is, whilst he's like simultaneously getting glimpses of this young woman's life, which is really fun.
I always like a Doctor multitasking sort of thing. Like right in the thick of it, he's fucking, the clock is going down to the wire, he's only got so amount of time, but then he'll still stop to do a quick little therapy session with fucking Maisie. It's like, oh, you really didn't like your grand, did you?
It's like, if I do this with the mummy and this with the mummy, fucking you think she's a prick.
Yeah. That's good stuff, yeah.
So explain to me what happened here, right? This is the bit I'm a bit shaky on. Why is the mummy a soldier and why does it salute and die? What happens there?
All right, so the mummy, so from what I understand, the mummy is like a soldier who is basically never relieved of duty, basically. Okay. Like a war that basically never ended, a forgotten war thousands of years ago that like never technically ended, and he's a soldier who like was never like gave up his duty because this war was still technically ongoing or something like that. He was never relieved of duty. And so by the Doctor surrendering to him, there's no one left to fight, I guess, and that means the war is over and he can rest and die, I guess.
So you can finally like hang it up, basically.
Maybe.
That fucking works.
That could all be bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's the vibe I get.
Was it a war of like a race of mummies, or is this a dead guy that's now been mummified?
I think this is a dead guy that has been mummified. I don't think it's a war of mummies.
Well, it's not too far out the realm of possibility. This is Doctor Who.
Yeah, look, it could be, but I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
all right?
No. But yeah, mummy's dead. Fine. The Doctor's like, soldier, you idiots.
Yeah. Gus is going to blow up the train.
Yeah.
He's like, congratulations. Unfortunately, survivors are not needed for this experiment. You will now be disposed of.
I love the moment, right? Because I thought it would... And it's immediately kind of rectified, right? But there's this moment where Clara's essentially like, hurry the fuck up, fix the thing, get the oxygen back in this room, basically. And then she passes out in the background. It's a light blur on her, right? Focuses on the Doctor. She passes out. And there was a part of me that thought a lesser writer would have made the Doctor turn around and go, no, Clara, and make it a hoo-ha. But this Doctor, again, sticks true to that how fucking pragmatic and efficient he's been all episode. Doesn't even fucking turn. Doesn't even look. No. Just carries on with his calculations.
He just says, couple of minutes, Max, I'll give you a shout.
Yeah.
He says, as he gets to her.
She passes out from fucking oxygen deprivation. Like, that's horrible.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
But all is well. They wake up on a beach. Well, Clara wakes up on a beach. The Doctor's already awake.
Yeah.
He's he's drawing this.
Fucking around with his stick, yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking around with a stick.
To wake up on a blanket so snug looking.
Shut up, you. We saw the train blow up, by the way.
Oh,
so the train blew up, but they're okay. So they're on the beach. The Doctor says that he beamed everyone aboard the TARDIS. No casualties, just everyone sleeping soundly. And then Gus didn't like that, so he blew up the train. But they were safe in the TARDIS because, of course, the Genghis Khan couldn't get through there, and believe me, they tried.
Yep, of course.
And he took them all to the nearest civilized planet, which just so happened to be here. Looks very nice.
Does look nice.
This big cityscape sort of thing as well.
Bit of a futuristic city, a nice little oldie beach kind of situation.
Yeah.
I hate a rocky beach, though. If I'm having a beach.
Shut up, you bitch.
No, I want sand on my beach.
Well, there is sand. There's both.
Yeah, but, like, none of this. I want all sand.
All right, well, you're not on this beach, are you?
I'm not on any beach. I haven't been away in so long, Nathan.
Okay, great. I don't have time for this, whatever this is. All right. Anyway, Clara's like, oh, so you saved everyone then? And the Doctor says, no, I just saved you and let everyone else suffocate. And there is a moment where you're like, maybe.
Yeah, it feels like you could have done.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's entirely possible. We find out that's not the case, but like, maybe
it's up in the air for just long enough.
There is like, if you cut fucking Frank Skinner out at the end of the episode, it could be a plausibility.
Yeah,
really,
very much so.
Yeah, but no.
Just having a quick yawn. Don't mind me.
Anyway, so here we go, cunt.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So Danny's number one fucking fanboy over here.
Yeah, sure.
You were saying the Doctor was wrong to bring Maisie and all this sort of stuff. But the Doctor was actually lying. The Doctor knew the entire time. He just couldn't say so because then Gus would be in on the plan.
Yeah, but none of this disproves what I'm saying at all.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that Clara didn't know that there was a plan until this
but
very
she
moment.
But she found out later, so then it's okay.
No, it's not okay. Because she
It
said,
is okay.
no, it's not okay. Right? If you said to me, if we're stood in a room where there's an innocent person with a blindfold on, you hand me a gun and go, shoot that cunt.
Yeah.
Right? And I go, I don't want to. And you go, no, you should. And I go, okay. And then I pull the trigger, right? And no bullet comes out. And you go, oh, it was only a joke. I still know that I would have intended to murder someone, and that's not a thing I would want to know about myself.
You wouldn't kill for me?
Don't, because I've made a valid point. Don't circle away with a riff, all right? Don't do it. You know full well that's a very valid point to make.
I'm not circling away with a riff. I'm just asking.
I'd kill for you, baby.
All right, good stuff.
Who would I kill for you? Who'd you want dead?
I don't know. Danny.
I mean, yeah, I don't care about him that much. I'd kill him.
You sounds like you love him.
No, I don't love him. I just think this is, again, what we spoke about last week. I don't love him. You just overly hate him.
I don't overly hate him, all right? You're just like, oh, he was right because...
he was right in this scenario. He said one day the doctor...
Right.
He said
He's
one day
right.
the doctor's going to
Okay.
push you too far, and that's exactly what happened. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
I don't think he's pushed her too far, okay?
I think he did.
I don't think he did.
Now Clara knows that she would murder an innocent person.
And I think that's good, personally, okay?
Wow.
This is the thing, all right? Let me fucking lay down some truth here, all right?
All right.
Let me clear up some confusion,
Okay.
all right? People are like, oh, but the Doctor and Clara, it's like, it's toxic. It's not healthy. Yeah, and that's what I fucking like about
Right.
it, all right?
This is right.
So don't come to me with your, ooh, woo, they're so problematic,
Yeah.
all right? Because good. That's what Daddy likes.
But then-
I regret that. I didn't like that, okay? But
Sign up to that Patreon.
sign up to that Patreon. But, all right, look, it's good stuff.
I'm not disputing that it's good. Narratively, it's fucking really rich and interesting and cool, right? Now, tell me this, honestly, right? Tell me this. Would the story be better without Danny as a point of juxtaposition from the Doctor and Clara themselves?
No,
You
it
need
wouldn't.
him.
And I'm not advocating for Danny to not be here. Well, I guess I am in a way that I just don't like him.
Yeah.
But I'm just but I'm allowed to not like him.
No,
you know?
you are allowed to not like him.
I can say I don't like him just because, but that doesn't mean that if he was here, the story would be less interesting.
Yeah.
Much that in the same way, I can dislike a villain of the movie.
Yeah.
But then if you took out the movie and then if you took out the villain, then there'd be no conflict in the movie.
Quiet
you
day
know?
in Gotham today, isn't it, Batman? Yeah, I guess so, Alfred. Yeah.
Exactly.
No,
you know?
but I'm saying you can, as a character, right? right? And I want to clear this up because I also think there's, by the way, I get where you're coming from because I know you, but there are people on the Discord that are like, Nathan cannot see.
Right, look, I don't give a fuck what people are saying in the Discord about me. All right?
No, I know.
Frankly, this past week has made me want to stop interacting with the Discord altogether. Okay, so people are going to say what they're going to say about me, all right? And I just have to let that be at this point.
I'm just expressing the opinion, right, that I think Danny is an obstacle that gets in the way of a show that has a fucking super interesting dynamic between the two central leads, right?
Yes.
So naturally, people that enjoy that dynamic are going to look at Danny and go, not this fucking jar, right?
Yeah.
But in the world of the show and the narrative that the show is building, that doesn't make Danny wrong, it just makes him annoying.
You see, but I think Danny is wrong, okay? But you're not hearing me out. You're not hearing me out, though. You're not hearing me out. I think Danny is wrong because I don't think he has pushed Clara too far because I think Clara was already capable of this, okay? I think this was already within her, okay? And look, maybe the doctor brought it out in her, but I think this has already been there waiting to come out.
She already done been a murderer. You're saying
maybe. Yeah, Lawrence just did a big fart.
No, I did
into the microphone.
I edit these now. That's a done deal, by the way. We've made that deal up now.
That's true. Yeah.
All right. Fucking yes. So I do like this scene where the doctor is essentially saying he's not going to apologize for doing the right thing, even if the way that he does it is kind of by being forced to do some wrong things along the way.
And nor should he. From
the doctor's point, I absolutely agree. Yeah, he literally. I mean, the quote that everyone likes, apparently.
Which quote?
The fucking sometimes all the only choices you have are bad ones, but you still have to make the choice or something.
A good quote. Yeah. Exactly.
It's a good quote. I do like the way he kind of pushes Clara a little bit. Would it make it easier for you to think of me in that way? That like I am this kind of one-track fucking person that is just hell-bent on the adventure and loving it and loving being the guy that gets to make the choices.
Yeah. And I do like that, he does kind of like say like, look, maybe I'm not a great guy because like if I couldn't save her, then I would have just moved on to the next one.
Yeah.
And the next one and the next one until I beat it. All right. Because that's what I do. Sometimes the only choices you have are bad ones, but you still have to choose.
Yeah. It's a great characterization of him, I think, to just like, it's finally on the surface. So long we've had doctors that have been a bit wishy-washy about the fact that they can sometimes be bad guys, whereas this guy as the doctor is like, yeah, sometimes I suck. Oh, fuck you, what do you want? I'm saving everyone's life though, didn't I? So whatever.
Anyway, so on board the TARDIS, the doctor offers Perkins a spot. He offers him a little a chance to come along, but Perkins declines. Good. Too much energy already.
Stay here, mate.
Yeah. Get out of it while you can.
Yeah. I do like that can change a man, though. It's interesting because Clara's very much changed from this. It's a good little bit of setting for this.
I was more a bit of fun of the regeneration joke.
Oh, I didn't even fucking think about that one.
Did you not?
No, I took it more in the sense that like it could change a man. As like earlier on they had that thing about like, hey, the man died, let's have a moment. And the doctor's like, no.
And the doctor says, and he does frequently.
Yeah, no, I'm understanding it now, but when watching it, I was like, that's a nice deep line. I'll write that down.
That's another fucking penguin in the zoo moment right there.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
it's clearly a regeneration joke. It's clearly a regeneration joke, mate.
All right, what else is going on in the TARDIS?
Well, Lawrence.
Oh, serious.
There's a scene, okay, that ends the episode. So Frank's gonna fucks off. He's off.
Yeah. See you, boys. He says.
Yeah, see you, boys. He says. And Clara asks the doctor if he loves it. And the doctor's like, what? And he says, being the man who makes the impossible choice. And basically Clara asks him why he carries on doing this. Is it like an addiction, she says. And the doctor says, well, you can't really tell if something's an addiction until you're trying to give it up. So let me know how that goes. He says to her.
That final little fucking kicker. Oh, my.
Very, very interesting from the doctor there. But then Clara's phone ring. Clara's phone rings.
Happens to the best of us, man. Happens.
I know. Fucking
bro's working on radio.
Yeah. Clara's phone rings. Is fucking everyone's favorite cook. And he's like, "Hey, is it done? Are you all good?" And she's like, "Yeah, all good. Can't really talk right now. See you later. I love you."
Oh.
But was she talking to Danny?
Oh.
The answer is no. The answer is she was 100%. She put herself in the most fucking visible spot of the TARDIS, stared directly at the doctor, and said, "I love you." Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, what? You got to be blind, didn't you, really?
Come on. And also, this is kind of cheating, but also Jenna Coleman has said she was 100% saying that to the doctor as well.
Well, that is, it is cheating, but like even without that knowledge, like we watched it, like
we all fucking saw it. Okay, like there's no miscommunicating that. She's staring directly at him when she says "I love you." She's not talking to Danny.
No, no,
she's talking to the doctor.
And then people are like, "Oh, but it's on the phone to Danny." Yeah, we know.
But Danny's not. Danny's a byproduct. Yeah, right. Danny's a fucking vessel.
They're doing a little TV thing,
right?
Yeah.
Danny's not even fucking anything. All right.
He's a cuck.
Anyway, he's a
cuck boy.
Anyway, the phone call ends, and then
Clara's like, "I had a fucking wobble. It won't happen again. I'm fucking strapped in."
No. Clara's like, "Actually, he's fine with it.
Yeah,
I've changed my mind. I can hang around. Actually, we don't need to hang this about." And the doctor's like, "What?" And she says, "Yeah, Danny, he's fine with the idea of me knocking about. It was his idea that we stop."
Yeah.
Hate that, first of all.
Yeah.
But he's decided he doesn't mind, and neither do I. To hell with the last hurrah. Let's keep going.
Fucking interesting.
All right, let me just get through this. All right, let me say this. Okay.
All right.
I love this scene so much. I think this is one of the most significant scenes in all of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Okay. In the entire show's history, this is one of the most significant scenes, and it is such an important scene for the Doctor and Clara specifically. It's such a defining moment for their characters and for their relationships. Okay. There's so much that is being said here without actually being said. There's so much happening in this scene. Everything about it, the chemistry, the gleeful look on both of their faces, the way that Clara almost seems like she's on some kind of high as she's like fucking leaning in and actually doing what she shouldn't be doing and going along with this. The fucking way they both look at each other, they smile, they slam down the lever together as they fucking fly off into space. This is an affair.
It is. It absolutely is.
This is an affair, okay?
Yeah.
And the affair has begun.
Yeah.
That's what this is. Plain and simple.
You're 100% right. There was that moment where this entire episode has been the precipice of the point where you should turn around and go the other way and call it a day, block the number, move on. Go and commit to your actual life.
One last fucking hurrah, one last chance to say goodbye, and then we can move on and never have to deal with this again.
Yeah, And then you get to this end, and it is so split decision. We jointly make it. We go forward together. Equal party, equal blame, like equal. I don't know, just equal footing in this relationship. We know what it is. It's
so them pulling down the lever together. Yeah. It's so fucking symbolic. It's so much we're choosing to do this together. We're jumping into this.
Yeah.
And there is the entire Clara's lying. She's saying, "Oh, he's fine with it." She's doing something she shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
Okay. They are jumping headfirst into a fucking affair.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a great fucking movie.
And I love that.
Yes. Oh. No, it's a great fucking read on it. It's really fun doing this with you as well because you love this era so much that I'm like, I get to watch the episode and then hear the episode played back through someone's eyes that has like obsessed over this dynamic for years.
I have obsessed over it for years. I think it's so interesting. We've never had anything like this in Doctor Who.
Yes,
before,
yes,
you know?
100%.
It's so interesting and so beautiful in so many ways, and it's wrong on some levels as well. But that just makes it even more interesting.
Imagine,
you know?
Could you imagine the fucking the classic Who? If they gave a woman this much agency, I think they'd all fall over from shock. Like, it's fucking.
I don't think we can be that bold about Classic Who until we've seen it.
No, maybe not, but we know, we get it. Like, it's the 60s, you can see.
It was very progressive for the time.
Yeah, very progressive for the time.
Yes.
In the same way that, like, the 60s James Bond was like, we're progressive for the time. Now,
James Bond is not. James Bond has never been progressive. Only in, like, the last 10 years, kind of. Okay. But James Bond has never been progressive.
We had Lashana Lynch being a lady 007, and that's like...
I think it was only progressive in literally the last fucking movie. Even in the one before that, he's just like, he killed a woman's husband and then just immediately fucks her.
Yeah. Like,
while she's like dressed all up in lingerie for the camera, you know?
Listen, but what you've forgotten about this scenario is that Daniel Craig is fit. I'd say you would, wouldn't you?
I mean, look, I wouldn't say no, but
who would? Anyway, get a load of this.
Weirdo of the Week! Weirdo.
This is everyone's favourite section of the show where we get to take a chance to look back and reflect on some of the weird and wonderful and grubby little characters who come across our screens each and every week. Lawrence, who is your weirdo for this week?
Dunno.
Come on, man. Come on.
I don't know, I didn't write one down. No, I'm realising it now. I wanted to be honest.
Serious?
I wanted to be honest. I've got one. I've thought of one now, but I had to be honest and reflect the fact that my notes said dunno.
All right, great. Well, who is it now then?
It's the fucking what's his face called? The cunt earlier that's like 3 people. Fine.
What?
The cunt earlier that's like the doctor, how many people had to die, and he's like 3 people actually.
Oh, Quell?
Yeah, Quell, that's his name.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a freak.
Why?
Just letting 3 people die. I know he has his PTSD and stuff, but it's no excuse. Don't take a security job if you can't fucking hack it. Your whole job is to get in the line of shit like this.
Right.
That's his fucking whole job, isn't it? Anyway, it's my weird. It's weak sauce. I understand, but who's your weirdo?
So he's a weirdo because, and first of all, he didn't let 3 people die. They were gonna die.
No, but he was fucking around ignoring it. He was ignoring it. He literally said to his staff, he lined them up and said, if anyone says this wasn't a heart attack, you're going to get the sack.
Yeah, he did.
That's weird.
All right, yeah. It's not that weird, really.
Look, it's weak. All right, I know it is. Who's your weirdo, please?
Mine's also weak, but I've got 2. I've gone for 2.
Oh, let me have one.
No. Well, you can have this one if you want. It's Danny for being a cuck.
I'll take it. He's still a cuck, yeah.
Yeah, Danny just for being a weird cuck.
Yeah.
And then I've just gone for the scientists for being fucking useless.
Yeah, they don't fucking utter a word.
They literally do not say a single word between them, okay? It's clear like they're just extras who don't have any lines in the script at all. Because, like, none of them can say anything at any point. They just have to stand around in the background doing vague science tasks. At one point, there's a woman just pouring test tubes back and forth, just pouring liquid from test tubes into one another. They're looking like at an iPad or whatever and just flicking through, you know?
Got to flick your data around.
Yeah. There's some fucking Einstein cunt who's just doing nothing. He's just there in the background with his weird fucking Einstein hair.
I've got my Bunsen burners out. I'm doing well.
Exactly. They just have to just stand around doing fuck all, you know?
No, that's good. That's not weak. That's good. That's a good one.
All right, good stuff.
Oh, lovely stuff. Nathan, it's time for the audience to have their say.
What now?
Yeah, I know. If you're You can write into the emails or the Discord. Let us know your thoughts on the episode. We look through some, we pick some out, we read them out on the show. Nathan, who's emailed us this week?
This week, Sam Nixon, our old friend, has emailed us and says, Daddy on the Orient Express. The daddy was me. Hello, boys. I hope you're both well. I had to write in for this week's episode for a couple of reasons. Firstly, because I think this episode is another great encapsulation of Doctor Who, just like Series 3's Gridlock. You've got an engaging mystery, an unstoppable monster, a fun sci-fi take on a concept many of us are familiar with, plus how much Riz does 12 have in that drip? As per my slightly lewd title, Mummy on the Orient Express, no, the Doctor is very much in. Secondly, last year I was lucky enough to meet and briefly kind of interview Frank Skinner. While I wimped out on sharing my true nerd status by asking him about Doctor Who, I can confirm he's a genuinely lovely and laugh-out-loud guy.
Oh, great.
I also met a Series 8 guest star not long after, Ben Miller from Nathan's favourite episode, Robots of Sherwood. Oh, it'd probably be Robin Hood.
Of Armstrong and Miller.
Shut up, you. Oh, yeah, maybe he's that guy, yeah.
No, he is that guy. It's not maybe. It's that guy.
Well, maybe he's that guy. I did embarrass myself in front of by nervously admitting how much I loved him on Primeval, though he was very kind too. Brackets, Primeval Patreon commentaries when? Question mark. Well, maybe.
We're not ruling anything out. The Patreon's going to be a right messy pup of shit.
Yeah, like he'll be very loose over there. Like anything can happen, and it will. Like I said, I will degrade you,
and I'll give you that
whether you want it or not.
Whatever.
After no, you don't know. All right.
After sun, Nathan.
No, okay. On another note, sad to hear another happy pod has had its time, but incredibly happy for Lawrence and his family.
Hey.
Wish you nothing but health and happiness. But no, in 18 years, when all you have left is mad dad energy, Aussie Gold Hunters on Deja Vu, and a silly sci-fi show that were good will probably still be here. Keep up the ever-entertaining and hilarious work. You guys never fail to pick up my week. Keep on legging, Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
P.S. Postscript.
Yep.
School reunion is better than listen.
Ooh.
I disagree with that, personally.
I think School reunion is better than listen, yeah.
You're a fucking idiot.
No, I'm not. Thank you, Sam. That's lovely of you to say.
We're about to record a commentary on School Reunion in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be dope. I'm going to talk about it loads. You want to hear it? Yeah. Sign up to the Patreon.
Sign up to that Patreon, baby.
Indeed. This is a two-parter thought. It just
Thank you, Sam.
I said thank you, Sam.
I know. I was saying that.
Oh, you wanted to get in there. You were copying me.
Thank you, Sam. I love you, Sam.
Oh,
thank you.
No, hang on. Now I need to one-up it.
Now you don't love Sam.
Sam, Nathan wants to degrade you on Patreon.
No, I don't want to, but I will.
Okay, yeah, it's just what it is.
It's just what it is, you know.
Caramel on the Discord writes, Clara is in one of her hottest outfits. I will add that 5 people added the 100 emoji to it.
I would also add my 100 emoji to it as well.
I'm going to add mine right now. Just done it. And Teflon immediately underneath says, I didn't want to be the one to say it. So
right, okay. Look. Still Got Thoughts is not a place to talk to each other. All right. Everyone needs to be reined in.
They do, but I like that one, so I let it pass. I even read it out.
Well,
so there you go.
Let me add my 100 emoji here.
Did we get another email, please?
We did.
Yes!
This one is from Langdon Truscott, or maybe just Langdon. If you boys don't order a huge side of mash for this episode, then I think you need certified medical help. Don't you worry, Langdon. We got you covered.
All good, boss.
This episode is an almost perfect representation of a standalone Doctor Who episode. They actually wrote Doctor Who. I did the Doctor Who for fun.
You always got it.
With the only thing holding it back from being a 10 out of 10 being the Doctor and Clara's turbulent relationship, especially the ending scene, which honestly paints Clara in a bad light, in my opinion. Boring. Just straight up lying to your long-term partner. Not a good look. How would you feel if your partner lied about doing extreme sports to your face, risking their life every day with a guy who called you stupid repeatedly? Don't get me wrong, though. The character work is a great continuation of what came before, but it hinders me slightly from wanting to recommend it as an episode as a watch this and you get Doctor Who as its core kind of episode. I get that.
Yeah, that's fair.
But the episode itself, a creepy monster with a sci-fi twist, a genuine threat. The BBC raiding a period piece costume cupboard while pretending it's the future using some LEDs. A fun cast all around. Good music, looks great, and good character insights into this new Doctor. It's a 9 out of 10. It's an absolute go-to for me when I just want to enjoy a Doctor Who versus monster story. Time for a nap after the big plate of bangers and mash. Langdon. Thank you, Langdon.
Thank you indeed, Langdon. Yeah, it's fucking true. They always do that. Just go hang some LED fucking lights. Yeah. Make it look like a streamer's bedroom and go, it's the future now.
It's the future. What more do you want, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Timothy on the Discord writes, long-time listener, first-time caller here. I've been listening since I started my new job in September and have just caught up in time for you guys discussing my favourite Doctor. Lovely. Mummy on the Orient Express is such a banger, and it's such a great case study for 12 and captures so much of what I love about him. With the sometimes the only choices you have are the bad ones, but you still have to choose line, basically being this Doctor's thesis statement. It seems true so far. Both the Doctor and Clara are on top form this episode. Man, it's so good. Anyway, I'll stop rambling now, you boys. Now I'll stop rambling. You boys are so much fun to listen to. Thank you both for all your hard work. Still Got Legs is my favourite podcast, and while I hate to take sides, the beautiful blue suit is better. Boo!
Very true. Very true indeed.
They added the boo, by the way.
What you do sometimes, you do this quite a lot, okay? You'll just be reading something, all right? And because what you did here, you might have cut it out, but I'm just going to reference it now.
Sure.
Is you'll go, anyway, I'll stop rambling now. Anyway, I'll stop rambling now. You boys are so much, and there was no difference between either one. like from our point of view, nothing went wrong whatsoever. Like you just for some reason added a sorry in there and started.
You know when you get,
do you know what I mean?
I do, but you know when your brain gets ahead of you and you go, I know that I'm gonna fuck it up now. Because now I'm thinking about how I thought I just fucked it up.
But you haven't.
Yeah, but you gotta.
You're only fucking it up by saying sorry and then starting again.
It's just how it works. Know? It's just how it goes in my head, right? I can't help it if I'm always thinking. I'm never off, Nathan.
Okay.
Any other emails?
Yes, this one is from Carniphoria Muir, who I believe is Carney, who says https /www.thekitchen.com/bangers and mash recipe -23481133. That's appears to be some sort of hyperlink.
Yes.
Recently, with you beautiful boys starting the Capaldi run, I decided to get my partner to watch along with you, but I encountered a problem. She really despised Peter Capaldi for some reason.
What?
After many fun discussions, I realized it was just because he's not what she thinks the Doctor is, brackets, even if she couldn't explain what she means. I knew I had one shot to sell her on the Capaldi, and I chose this episode. Needless to say that when the episode started, she really wasn't convinced until the first time 12 cracked a joke. She tried her hardest to hide it, but by the end of the episode, she was invested and wanted to watch the rest of the season. So far, we're up to Robin of Sherwood. It's not the name of the episode. And the feeling hasn't died. If that doesn't scream banger, then I don't know what does. My weirdo is Captain Quell for focusing on a mystery shopper's validity in the middle of a potential murder spree. There you go. That's better than your reason.
Yeah.
Kind regards, Carney or Hadria, brackets, I'm not sure at the moment. So there we go.
Oh, yeah, there was a whole debacle, wasn't there?
Yeah, they got hacked or some shit. I don't
Carney
really
was out here trying to sell boner pills or something through the Discord.
Yeah, some shit like that. I don't really know. Anyway, go to Carney if you want your boner pills.
Yeah, get your boner pills from Carney, everyone.
Or wasn't it something about like a friend's party or some shit?
My friend owes me party money. Please send £100.
I'm doing a thing for my friend. Can you send me £100? I don't know. Some shit going on.
No.
No, I can't.
Even if you are Carney, no.
Yeah.
Let's get your own £100.
Do you remember when that guy you lived with sent me a message saying, "Hey, can I borrow 200 quid?"
Well, that was a hack.
That was a hack. But I was like, no, I barely know you.
Because I live with that guy and he's a very chill, normal guy.
He's a nice guy and everything. But like, I'm not just gonna give you 200 quid, man.
Yeah, like come on, you're an acquaintance, you're cool, but like no.
I had 200 quid. I keep it for myself. Yeah, all right. I don't have 200 quid. What do you think I am? Some sort of richly rich person with £200 to spare?
If you had £200 to spare, you'd be sending them on Carney's boner pills.
£200, I'd be living like a king. I'd be like, look at me, I've got £200.
With your boner pills.
With my boner pills, yeah.
You've purchased them.
Yeah.
You purchased a few.
I invested in them.
Oh, what? That's a startup.
Heavily.
Fuck. Last one I'll read out. Christina on the Discord says, not to sound nitpicky, but I do find it hard to believe that seemingly none of the mummy's victims over the millennia have ever said the words, I surrender, to the scary monster approaching them menacingly. Just seems like something a few people would have screamed in desperation. Also,
I don't know. Is that something you scream?
I did think about it.
Even you're not going to be, you'll be like, oh, please no, please don't. Are you ever going to be like, I surrender? Because then you're like giving up to the mummy.
Isn't there a moment in Doctor Who where someone shoots?
I surrender.
Yeah, that's the who is it that goes, I'm sorry, and throws it down? Is it Sarah Jane?
I can remember. Sarah Jane does say that. Yes. But there is a specific moment where someone goes, I surrender. Is that Sarah Jane as well?
No,
maybe it is.
Is that the Doctor to some sort of Cyberman?
No, maybe, but that's a different one I'm thinking of.
No, it's the 10th Doctor who goes, look, we surrender.
No, that's but that's a different moment that I'm thinking of. Okay. I can also picture someone like locking themselves in like a cupboard and being like, we surrender, I surrender.
K9.
That's not K9. He's in a different cupboard.
He goes, help me.
He's in a black hole in the cupboard or whatever. Yeah.
It's a special kind of cupboard.
Anyway, whatever, go on.
I'm not done. Yeah. Also, what would happen if you saw the mummy and made physical contact with it before the 66 seconds were up? You're telling me no one has ever tried to punch or tackle this thing in a moment of adrenaline-fueled panic? If it really was charging up and attacks them, then what effect would premature contact have?
Seemingly none, because it does actually touch their head a few times before the countdown is up.
Yeah, so, and it goes through the Doctor and shit. So like,
well, yeah, but he's not targeting the Doctor at that point. Though.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So I would say seemingly none. It's regardless of whether or not it touches them at that point, it still takes 66 seconds for it to work. Seems like
you could probably just hold hands for 66 seconds, have some company when you die.
Just chill out,
Yeah.
Cuddle.
Use one of those boner pills.
Spoon.
You could do a nice spoon. Anyway, Christina finishes with edit. Given the various ways people have begged for their lives, I also wouldn't be surprised if someone didn't try seducing it. Lol. Hell, that would be one of Captain Jack's deaths. And then what they've done there is they've done an X, a capital X and a capital D, indicating a face that is so humid.
So humid.
Yeah, so humid that it simply has to shut its eyes and exclaim loudly a laugh through its mouth.
I believe the XD phase is what is known as millennial cringe.
That's what the kids say. No.
Yeah, that's what the kids say.
Oh, God. So I used an XD in my day.
Yeah, we've all used an XD. I've used a colon L in my day.
Oh, yeah, colon L. Yeah.
You know, when you thought you was too cool for LOL?
Yeah. Like, little smirk for you.
Yeah, I'll do a little colon L. That's a laughing face.
Did you ever use the colon 3?
No.
A little cute face.
Not about that myself, no.
I was using it when I was rizzing birds.
I bet you was, yeah. How'd that go for you?
Yeah, really well.
Yeah.
They thought I was really masculine and cool with my cute face.
They did, yeah. If there's one thing I know about girls, it's that they love when a guy sends them a colon-free face. They're like, this is the one for me, I reckon.
I'm ready to lock it off now. If you are. Right. Lovely stuff. Thank you, everyone, for writing in. And thank you for listening as well. If you've enjoyed the show, you can give us a little 5-star review. That would be really, really cool. And also, I've changed this. I'm no longer going to plug the Ko-Fi. Instead,
but
I am going to say...
because I have to call someone out.
Oh, okay. Ko-Fi.
Ari, fuck you, okay?
What is this? What are you doing?
Ari donated and said, ha, can't stop me, bitch. I mean, we can if we turn it off. We haven't yet, for some reason.
We should turn it off.
We really should turn it off. But thank you, Ari, but also fuck you.
Yeah, thank you, but fuck you. That's the way of the Ko-Fi. No.
Good on you. Good on you. Anyway, now you can do your updated version.
Thank you. If you are interested in hearing more from us, starting the 1st of March, you're welcome to sign up to our Patreon. It comes with... yeah, I know.
That's Saturday.
Yeah, I know.
Saturday.
Listen, it comes with a bunch of bonuses, including access to our weekly notes, as well as an entire bonus podcast with 2 episodes per month. One is going to be a commentary. One is a loosey-goosey topic-based thing. We argue about it, maybe. Maybe we talk about something completely unrelated. Who knows?
We're about to record 2 of them right fucking now.
We are, because it comes out on Saturday.
And we haven't done any yet.
You can follow us on Blue Sky, Instagram, and TikTok at Stillgotlegspod. And if you want to share your thoughts on each episode, the link to join the Discord is now in the show notes. Or you can email us at stillgotlegspodcast@gmail.com. It's
or you
time.
can email me at just chat. You know?
Yeah. He'll
Don't
degrade you.
Bleep that out. don't put my real email in.
I'll bleep it. Thank you to Nina for managing the short form content. Thank you for marshalling the Discord as well, alongside Maylena, and of course, our very own head honcho Pierce. You're all
And
goats. And Nathan.
And me. Yeah, thank you.
We never thank ourselves.
But we should.
We're all goats of the game.
Thank you to me.
Few bands out in Discord this week. Should we shout out some crooks?
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Thank you for listening. We'll see you next Monday at 10 a.m. Stay beautiful, stay gorgeous, stay sexy, stay loving Doctor Who. I've pressed the button. Nathan.
Stay having an affair with a beautiful, beautiful woman.
Hello and welcome to Still Got Legs. What the hell? Oh no, studios! This week there's a mummy on a train, an old lady's in pain. Will the Doctor and Clara ever be the same? I hate you.
You can start it again.
No, I
Start
won't.
it again.
No.
Just start it again. No, go on. Go on.
Fuck you.
Just start it again.
You threw me off.